I'm going to be on the ball tonight. My head's there, right. Welcome to the show, everyone. Hope you're okay. It's me. Who am I again? Overall, then. 2 on 13 seconds ticking. Don't forget to push the like buttons as you come on, guys. Push the like button, which is the thumbs up. Amazing response. What the fuck's sitting behind me? You know what? I'm getting bigger. That's what it is. I don't realise how big I'm getting now. I'm putting weight on like mad. Absolutely getting huge again. A little bit rich in there. Come on. Power in the power. Power. Come back now into that hand. Definitely. Couldn't even move it, have we? So it's starting to straighten up now. That one's quite good. That one's still not 100%, but it's getting better. Definitely getting better. Since I've been lifting heavier weights for the last 3-4 weeks, it hurts like mad the next day. It's freezing cold in my hand because the nerve obviously damaged. But what I've read up on, when your hands get worse, after coming to watch 2 or 3 years, it's like 3 years now, they reckon that is a sign of the coldness is the nerves coming back and sending the signal to your hands. And also, if you get more pain down the side of your legs, which I've got in my hips, it means you're getting more pain because the nerves are starting to feel the sensation coming back. So I could feel my face now. Couldn't feel it. I can feel the back of my neck. I can feel my hands. It's not bleeding my hand, probably about 20%. Couldn't feel anything about a week ago. So the last 2 weeks, I probably jumped about 30% better for forward. The walk and everything's getting better. My hip, I'm twisting, throwing punches, moving. I couldn't do that. I did that before. I'd be, you make that fucking noises. Then, well, the noises when you get older and you bend over, you go, you make that. What's all that about? Everyone knows on here is over 60, over 50, or getting towards late 40s. You bend down, and then you'll sit down, or you get up off the chair and you make that noise. What the fuck's all that about? Good evening, Freedom. Welcome to the show. Bit of the box. I feel a bit sick. I've had that fucking stupid. Sorry for swearing. Any ladies in. Horrible off tonight. Yeah, where is she? I love racing lady. She's an absolutely beautiful woman. She is lovely to talk to. She reminds me of my auntie. My aunties are just like her. There's only one left now, but they were just like her. This lovely tone in her voice, and always you can't see her face, but you can know she's smiling when she's talking to you, and you seem to light up when you talk to the racing lady because she's a lovely lady. She's a lovely person. I've missed myself, been on for a while. She's always put lovely comments on that, and just got, like all of you all got lovely hearts on here. Nice warm people.
Thanks.
The window cleaners are in the house now.
Bring it across a bit, Rob.
The window cleaner in the house now. Look what's going on. I'm not arrived yet. Doing all that steam in the house. The dogs have got the kitchen like a mud pool. The mud off their feet. So Emma now, Eli jumps on the back and grabs on the paws and he starts dancing. He's dancing in the kitchen like a human. Looking hilarious watching him. So he crawls on it, gets on her leg when she's sat on the chair, puts his paw. He talks with his paws. He's like that, moving with his paws. So he'll move her hand off her leg and move her hand off her leg, yeah. Like scoop it over there. And then he'll pull her leg there apart and he'll stand on that knee, then that knee, push himself up, then walk forward and then jump and put his hand on her chest like the top bit, and then he goes on her shoulders. It's hilarious watching him. And his teeth are like that. Fucking hell. You think you're eating a turkey with them teeth. Fucking unbelievable. But they're like, you know, like a dinosaur's teeth. They look like that. They're fucking huge. They don't stop growing until the 12-month-old, the teeth. They don't stop growing in height until 2.5. And he's only, I think he's 8 or 9 months old. You can eat him back in. It's Tea Biscuit 78. Not wrong, Brian. Well, not wrong, mate. Freedom there's, yeah, freedom. We Freedom Emma talking recently quite a lot. Hey! Rub it in! Showing off, because no, Eli started because the wolf started. I feel Tom, Dick, Brian, just protein drink, Tom, Dick. Yeah, I feel sick. I haven't had the protein. I've just had some oral off. fucking horrible. It's the only thing I can come in here and do, like I like for about 3 hours with. When I take the tramadol, I'm like miserable as fuck. Next day I get up, I'm miserable as fuck on them nitroxen. They make you don't, you know, you try to talk, you go, you can't think that. The few times you've seen me do that, that's when I've been on them meds. So I've took that all off. I'm supposed to take 10 milligram a day, 4 times a day. So I only take it once a day. And the last week, if I do something like say I do legs and I'm really in pain, I'll have to take maybe 5 in the morning, 5 at night. But I take the other meds. I take them like one day, and then I'm not addicted to them. So then I take the other meds. I miss a day, then I'll take the other meds, and I'll be in pain for a day. And sometimes I like being in pain because it makes you realise that you're getting better. And I feel sick. I'm just having one of them laminoprostical ones there to stop your anti-sick tablets. Or you just want to throw up. It's like when I was a kid, you go red hot on it and this stuff, and you feel like you want to get another car and you get car sickness. It's like that. It's horrible. You just go like really red hot. I can see my cheeks going boiling on. You can see it now. Yeah, I get that. That's it there. What I get. Little bottles of that stuff. I get 500 a month. There it is. There. That's the fucking stuff I'm on. That's the sick. So there's no way you can go to court when you're on stuff like that. Just to let the police know. There's the meds I'm on. Oromorph, naproxen, and tramadol, all opiate stuff for the pains that bad. And also I'm on clozapam, but you can't. If you get caught driving with them in your system, clozapam for people with restless leg syndrome, RLS. It's not a syndrome now. It's obviously a disease. So what happens is you produce too much serotonin in your brain, and your legs start feeling like this. Something's crawling in your legs, like say beetles or wrenching your legs, and then you're like, oh, fucking, you like punch your legs in the middle of the night. Wake up, you're punching your legs to try and stop the pain. You walk up from the bedroom, you walk down the stairs, it drives you fucking mad. You can't go to sleep. So they give you these tablets called clozapam, and they stop you producing too much serotonin. But you also have got periodic limb movement disorder. Not bad, but what happens is you sit there. It's like when you fall asleep, you wake up, you twitch. So my legs have got that, and I had that since I was about 10-year-old. So when I was a kid, they went, "Oh, Mrs. Cockrell, it's just your son's legs. She gets growing pains." So all them kids, all them years ago, it was restless leg syndrome. You had all that shit from the doctors, just growing pains, bullshit. It was restless leg syndrome, and all that time, when you were poorly, I was got ADHD and all that shit. I had ADHD, fucking terrible. And I've still got it now, but not as bad. I've controlled it now, but I had that as a kid as well. But some kids, what he just found out recently, I had one lad come on the other week and said he's just found out he has autism. He said, "I only got tested, Brian, because you said go and get tested for it because you might have autism." And all this time they've been saying he's thick and this, that, and the other. The lad's got autism. So what you need to do is go and get tested. If you've got any kids, you think, if kids are going berserk, stop it! If kids are going berserk and you give them light drinks like that, no good for kids. It's no good for anyone really. But if you give kids crisps, like packets of crisps, they've got certain E's in them, preservatives. So them preservatives, it's like taking speed, or it's like taking some type of amphetamine. It makes the kids go crackers. So I watched a documentary about 30 years ago where there was these 4 kids, lovely kids, about 5-year-olds in a play group, and there was about 10 kids with them. So about 5 of them were at ADHD. So they all had crisps. The crisps, when about 2, 3 or 4 minutes of having the crisps, one was going mental, run on, bounce up and down, and get off me, screaming like a lunatic, really bad. And I went, fucking hell, is that what it does to you? So they've got preservatives in the crisps to make them taste nicer, but they actually counteract for the kids and make the brain go like a million miles an hour. So the kids are running about and being naughty. So you're probably smacking your kids, or like people do. I don't think you should smack kids. You should let them be naughty corner and things like that. I don't think you should hit kids, because I think violence begets violence. So we were kids, we got hit. My mum got hit as a kid. So it goes through the generations, but it seems to be stopping now because they're realising it's just like, it's not a thing you do. It doesn't work. You just make the kids more violent when they go to school, and the kids get used to the pain as well. So when you're getting slippers and things off teachers in school.
Just start listening out where we are. That's a bit.
Sorry guys. You know, Trevor McDonald doesn't get this fucking interruption all the time. News at 10, does he, guys? Fucking hell. Strays, dogs, cats, fucking horses, and everything's coming through here. Is there a fucking train coming next?
You turn it off.
Fucking hell. Oh, it's a steam train. Yeah, there's a steamer. Look, steam train.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got loads of people in my life here. They all think we're mental. 43 people. I think what they're on the bend them in that house.
Just gonna hide this steamer for me life for a minute.
Oh.
You know what it's like with stuff.
What's that wire? Because he bites that electrocute.
It's like,
Right. Sorry, this is the last time I'm telling you. Talking like that in the house, disgusting, isn't it? Absolutely vile, she is. It's a fucking mad house, isn't it? Everyone's house is the same. Easter's over now, nearly. Oh, just don't forget to tell you, I haven't been arrested. Hey, Chucky, I'm here. I thought you told everyone. I'm telling you now, he's getting arrested for abusing my wife, abusing a child. The police have told me in the next 2 to 3 weeks, the CPS are going in and they're going to be arresting him. They're both getting charged. They're both, I'm going to get this. And I promise you now, if I'm lying, I'll never come on YouTube again. Well, it's the fest now. So tonight at 12, it's 12 o'clock is the witching hour. At 12 o'clock, your prediction's over. There's no police here. And you fucking look a complete bellender. Hey, bellender. Bellender's back. It's Bellender. So let's see if he keeps up. He's been texting me, not today, yesterday about 30 times, the day before. So I think what's happened, I think the police have seen that and said to him, you need to stop fucking texting him. We've already told him, we're telling you now. I don't know if I'm right, but also all of a sudden, the last few days, he hasn't been nowhere near, unless he's gone back in his little meltdown, have you? Your little meltdown with your little bits of brown chocolate and your brown sauce and your little dazzies and all the other fucking shite you take. And then you start calling people and you think you're 10 men when you're full of drugs. But you can't do it with them. You can do it with that. And them little fingers and them little dwarf fingers. 5'6", you're not 5'8", you're 5'6". You're up to there on me. You're up to there on me. You're like a little one deep, you little daft cunt. I wouldn't need to punch you. There'd be nothing left if I slapped you. You're divvy. So where's your fucking prediction about the armed police will come to get me and all the shite? All you did there was make yourself look a fool. And now the cops have probably seen that and warned them. You need to stop mentioning Brian Cockrell on the internet and keep making things up about him because you're ruining the court case for yourself. I know they're going to say that to him. I know that I've already spoke to my barristers. And I know because past attempts when I've been up for attempted murders and shootings and kidnappings and armed robberies and shit. Never ever been up for knives, never been up for hitting women, never been up for hitting kids, never been up for petrol bombing people's houses or putting people's windows through. I've only ever been charged for with these, my hands, my fists. And I've obviously had guns, but we've never used them in the text where we had to go to that level. So, but we had them with us. But obviously you need them if you do robberies and shit. Liam Cush. So no one ever got hurt. Kids or women never got hurt in my realm. And I wouldn't let the firearms be on the streets up this way. The only ones that were about really were the ones I had myself and other people who were in the same gang as me type thing. Or would have one maybe in Hartlepool, shotgun in Middlesbrough, handgun in Stockton, handgun in Eston. So you'd have them in areas in case there's trouble where you had, because some of the people had them as well. But the big amount of guns, we stopped them all coming through. The machine guns got stopped from Liverpool and Manchester. They were coming through here, and they were coming from Doncaster, and then from Doncaster to Middlesbrough, then from Middlesbrough to fucking New Sunderland and Newcastle. I stopped that chain. I broke that chain, that link, and I stopped it because I thought, if somebody's got a fucking Mac 10 machine gun and releases the trigger off, the head full of drugs with that, kids could get killed, and this women walk by with a pram or something could get. You've seen it by the little boy Blue in Liverpool, fucking disgusting. So I really think we shouldn't have them on the streets, especially machine guns and shit. Only 57, only 5'7". Yeah, it doesn't matter what height you are, mate. It doesn't matter what height you are, whatever. But he's 5 foot. He's 5'6". Because I was with him. My brother's, Bobby's 5'7", 5'8". Emma's 5'7.5", nearly 5'8", and they're taller than him. So I knew for a fact he was like at least an inch to an inch and a half smaller than them. But he was up to there on me. I'm 6'3" and a bit. For shoes, when you have your shoes on, a little bit of heel on, probably 6'4", because I'm 6'3.5". So you have a little half inch on the back of your heels, don't you? Your trainees. So he's nowhere near, he's up to there. His wife's 5 foot, she's a dwarf. Big dwarf. This Crabtree. So where am I getting arrested, guys? I promise you, didn't I? I promise you, I swear to God, I'd never come back on YouTube. If I get arrested, I said, I will do the same bet as him. I will take the same gamble because I know you're a fucking liar, you're a compulsive liar. And if I get arrested and I'm pulled in by the police on the 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, you said they've elapsed tonight, so I haven't been arrested, and you said you wouldn't come on again. So let's see if he comes back on. I will guarantee you he's back on within a week. Less than a week, he's back on. He'll be back on with his fake accounts, probably on here tonight. He can't help himself, like Teddy Dicko said. It's like he's got somebody's got Tourette's and they can't help themselves. Or like when you've got people moving to side like me, you like jump, you can't help it when you're asleep and you sleep. So it's a disease he's got. It's called being a fucking mental patient. He definitely needs putting in a secure unit, like Dale Brendan Highton when he was getting tortured off him for 7 or 8 years, or maybe more, and said he needs put him broad. If you look at Emma Cockrell page, you'll see what he did to Dale. And he says, you need 10-year Broadmoor. But I didn't know that Dale had come up with this. He says, he's texting me. If you see, what's it called? Dale Messages Decker. You'll see Dale telling them, saying, and I told you what that such and such author was. You've seen that Decker. And you said he wants his fucking jaw breaking. And that's what Decker Higgy said about the so-called author. And it's disgusting, that what he said about you, Dale. It's disgusting. So if you look on Dale Messages Decker, and you'll see, and the other one's Simon, Emma Talks to Simon. If you look at that one, you'll hear the stuff from him talking about the author wanting to petrol bomb my house. Got people to phone my house up to petrol bomb the house if you're watching police officers. So it's called Emma Talks to Simon, and in that Simon's got the proof. He's recorded everything. He's got the loss for court for us, and he's willing to go to court with us. He's got him saying, offer Brian Cocker out for a fight. But I haven't got his number. He said, well, here's his phone number. He goes up on the line. He's got his own mobile and his own computer sending the messages to Simon's. So you see them getting put on. We haven't put that bit up because I think we're going to keep that for court. And also, you see the bit where he says, this is where he lives, his like house phone number and house number and where I live and everything. So he said, go to his house, offer him out for a fight, and be deadly serious. He said, but don't forget, they'll be shitting themselves. So Simon thought, I wonder what he said, what them lads were after. What did you get them two lads to say? And then Simon said, he went, oh, I got them to threaten to burn his house down. So then he went, oh, he said, so he sat back, Simon, he went, I can't do that. And he said his name there. He said, listen, I can't do this no more. This is serious. This is the threat. This is to kill someone. Serious offence. He said, I can't be doing things like this. So then Simon got out of it, and because he got out of it, he started trolling Simon. And you can see Simon come on saying, I was told today, because Simon said he was going to come on, we told everyone we've got a bloke from Wakefield with the fake authors trying to get to beat me up when I was poorly in a wheelchair. But Simon didn't know he was in a wheelchair. He didn't know. So he conned him like he does. And Simon found out and he phoned up and said, look, I'm really sorry. If you want me to, I'll go to the police station and myself in. Even if I get a year or two in jail, 6 months, whatever I get, I'll do that because I've wrong what I did to you. I didn't realise Brian was so poorly. I feel ashamed of myself, he said to me. Like, I said, listen, he had me conned. I thought he was great for about 6 months until I started not getting paid and stuff. I said, he's just a con man. So he went, so we ended up being really good friends. So Simon said, because what he's done, I'll come on and explain what really happened. So Simon's come on and done that. So what he done was, Simon phoned me in the morning time. He said, because you've said you're going on, he said, the fake authors contacted me and his wife and said, if you go on that show, we're going to get the police on you. We've already contacted the police. So if you go in there, you're going to get charged. So Simon said, well, I'm not bothered. He said to him, I'm going to go on and just tell the truth, what you told me to do. You told me and asked me to go and beat Brian Cockrell up. And you also said you got people to phone to burn his house down. So we've got all this evidence for court. Imagine going in front of the jury and you can see his face. You can see my number on his phone and he's sending it over from his computer. And then his phone starts running out, so then he uses it. So his phone starts running out, so he uses the computer. So you can see his name and his face on it and his ID and everything on the computer. It's definitely him. And I said to the cop the other day, we've got that one. seriously got that? I said, yeah, seriously got it. He went, yeah, that's serious. He said, what, threatened to burn your house down? I said, he's sending the messages, what, giving you the real name and address? He went, yeah, a whole lot, and telling them, instructing them what to do. So he went, well, then I told him about the 4 things, 5, 6 things. He went, well, this is a game changer. He said, if you get that to me, it's already there now. I must send it 40 days ago. He's back on tomorrow, I think, the police officer. But he was a nice bloke. He wasn't horrible. He wasn't being nasty or anything. I thought they were all, he had me believing that. He had all these coppers working when he went to Brian. There's no one went with him. He's full of shit. He never said shit, but he means that. He said, when I said he's got Ray Martin talking to him, going to his house every day, he just started laughing. He said, it's laughable. When you think about it, he's probably right. It's just made up. But I said, but you know yourself, if you send a message to someone saying something that's even not true, you've still sent them malicious communication. Yeah, you're spot on, 100%. He said, so if he has got these things, get them to me and let me do my job. He said, why haven't you given the information since? I said, because we've waited 14 months and you're the only one who's phoned us up. I said, I've phoned that police station 4, 5, 6 times. My wife's phoned 2 or 3 times. The solicitor's phoned, and so's the solicitor's secretary 4 times. She's sent emails. And all the emails haven't been answered by the police officer who's supposed to be in charge of the case, which is a lady police officer. And they were all right as well. So they went and asked you, they said, Brian, you've got to look at it like this. We've only seen his side up to now. We've got to see your side soon. So when we see your side, I said, yeah, I always say this. There's 2 sides to a coin, the heads and tails. He said exactly. But when we've seen his stuff, and he said, look, we've got all the stuff for him. He said, but you need to get your stuff in because we just go to the CPS. You need the evidence. I went, well, thanks for the head. He said, I'm just giving you a heads up. That's what he said. I said, well, thanks for the heads up. He's on the phone 14 minutes, 50 odd seconds. And he just said, look, don't say this and don't say that to me. I said, right, okay, officer, I'll give you my word. I won't mention his name. He said, you can say anything that you want, just not his name. Just so I can say anything. He said, anything you want to talk about, but just don't mention his name. I don't call him the word N, no, the N word. What obviously will call me the week. So I said, right, I will not say that. I will do that because it could get him a good eye. And he said, off someone. I said, right, I understand where you come from. That's your job. The thing is, what you're doing is your job. I don't want you to get the sack for something I've done and see you're not being able to pay your mortgage. That's what I was thinking in my head to him. I think a man's just working as a police officer, but you're doing your job. But you said you come to me and said that. Now I respect you for doing that, and I promise you, all my life, I will not mention his name, and I will not say that word on the internet. So I've done that all the way through this now, 4 days, I think it is. But I can still mention the fake one and things like that because that's not referring to him. Nobody knows who that is. Only the people who were following us. John Lee Craig, are you okay, son? C-R-A-K. I still can't fucking pronounce it. Craig. Yeah, I love you anyway, brother. Eyes are 5. Hold on. His eyes blue, 5'2", win loads of drive. It's looking well, you he couldn't hold a cat in the bag. Couldn't hold your coat, big brag. I like that one, John. God bless you. Lovely, all the well, mate. Yeah, we're here for you anytime, John. If you want to pop one, you're welcome all the time, mate. So I can't answer that one to me, pal. Trolls thingy. I'm not allowed to say them words. You're going to get me jail, you. Pats, you okay, Pats? ZUF Faded. I think that could be. I don't think that's Emma, is it? Nah. Is it? I don't think it is. Only 1, 2, 3. He's always ready with the spanner. Yes. John, hi, mate. Yeah, lovely Patsy. Hope you okay? Got a bad chest, blood pressure. Do you know what? Oh, it's Emma talking to you. I'm just going to say Emma's got the same. I thought, fucking hell. She's done that to you, mate. She's give you that. She's give it to everyone on the internet. She's giving everyone on the internet a virus. You get it? A virus. It's a joke. Trolls are slags. Yeah. The horrible people, my brother. Smash those likes. Yeah, big bride, respect. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. It's so loving to have so many people believe in you. I promise you, I don't lie to you. If I did something, I go, look, I fucked up last night, I went on the coke. I fucked up last night, I went on the drink. I fucked up last night, I ended up in a fight with someone. I made a fool of myself. I'm supposed to be a Christian. So that's why I don't want to go back to being the old bride, because I promised the Lord God when I got baptized in the sea, not to go back to the old bride. I mean, don't get me wrong, the fucking old bride has been there. The devil's been in me a few times. When he's frightening my wife and she's crying her eyes out and my fucking brother's crying, and my fucking family are upset, you know, my sisters and my nieces and that. The old one wants to come back, but then the Lord's going, Brian, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And all this time, it's coming up for over 4.5 years, he's tortured me and my wife, all because we wouldn't take his bullshit lies. I thought, wait a minute, I need the invoices. That's all I asked for, guys. I promise you, on my brother's grave, this is weird, this. So today, I was on the top of the wardrobe, I was getting my medicine, I was getting some protein drink, and I banged the top, and the picture fell down. It was only my brother Skinny, our brother Peter, stood with me, tears in my eyes when it fell down. It was about an hour ago. So I was getting ready, I thought I'll get ready for the guys and that. And all of a sudden, my brother's pictures fell to the top of the wardrobe, right? It's about 6 foot high, the wardrobe. And it's maybe more, about 7 foot. And I pulled the cupboard and it wafted, you know, a bit of wind. And the fucking door, and I shut the door. The pictures fell down and it landed like halfway down. I caught it in my hand there like that. And it was our Peter, my brother Peter. So I thought, and then the other weird thing happened is our Andrew's for me, which is our Peter's son. It's like how Skinny we called him. That was his nickname. He was always skinny, but he ended up being 16.5 stone. He had a bit of gear in him. Got off all the drugs. He looked marvellous. And he hanged himself through being raped as a kid by a paedophile. All them years ago when he was 5-6 years old, he'd been molested and he'd been raped in the jail as well. Mullins, I think it was called. And he was sexually abused. So when he was 38, he took his own life. And that fucking bastard tortured me saying, is your brother still getting bummed in hell by all them gay blokes out of the approved school? I've got all the screenshots off him. I know it's not his name, but it's only him in the world would say that. I was talking to my friend today, I used to like, lovely lad. He said, oh, the family are all naughty lads. I went, I've never heard anyone talk in my life, being an old school gangster for nearly 60 odd years, Brian, and I've never known anything as vile as what he is. He is the most vile thing I've ever come across in my life. And everyone's saying the same. Terry went, who in the right mind would say, I'm going to bum your dog? That's the type of stuff we've been getting. I'm going to bum your dog. I'm going to bum your wife. I'm going to rape your wife. I'm going to cut her throat. I'm going to blow her head off with a shotgun so she can't get her. I'm going to blow her head off completely so she can't get her in the coffin where the coffin's open, so she's got a closed casket. What an horrible bastard. And that's when I started losing my temper then, when he was threatening her and she was getting frightened and stuff like that. And when I was in hospital and threatened to grape her. And I'll send you the email, sorry, I'll send you the videos of us raping her while you're in hospital, you daft old man, and you're paralysed in your wheelchair. So you have to get the nurses to push the buttons on your phone because you can't use your phone. So that's the shit I was getting in hospital. That's why I blew my top when I come out. Yeah, so I'm okay, guys. Everything's good. I'm not going to go on about that daft gun all night. So just, I told you it was all shite from it, didn't I? I told you I was getting arrested. It's all fucking shit. I really don't think it's going to go to court. I honestly think what Emma's give the police now, that's all we wanted to do in the first place. If they only took that a year ago, I would have been out now. I would have been foam and dry. But he's got to the police on me about, I'm not joking, he probably phoned me about 200-300 times on me. So I'm going to go to court. I'm going to see how many times he's actually phoned the police on me, because it's called my mate's a barrister, his wife's a barrister. Lovely lad, David. David, if you're watching, Ashton, loveliest mate, and his missus, lovely Megan, they both live in America. Beautiful people, and they've helped me out and immensely well. Without David and Megan, I'd have probably lost my fucking temper and done something really bad, and my family stopped me doing some old school stuff. I'd probably be in fucking jail by now. But how I've done it is because the Lord Jesus Christ is in me now. Where the old Brian would have the devil in him, I'd be like, fuck, how you fucking talk about me? I'd just go and smash them to pieces into. Somebody said something about me, I'd go straight to the house the same day. I wouldn't wait, like, you know, this shit, text them back and forth and like that on the door. How are you on the fucking back now? Come on, big mouth. Come on the fucking back. Me and you one-to-one on this field, on this fucking tarmac now. Or if there was kids in the house or something, if I lived on the own, I'd go, shut up! I'd phone up and say, listen, gobshite, come and fight me now. And when I'd go to fight them on a field somewhere, I'd fucking destroy them in seconds. Absolutely destroy them. I used to say today, he said, Brian, you've never carried a knife in your life. That shit he's talking about, you threatening women, it's fucking garbage. And threatening a little boy, no, not Brian Cockrell. I know he's absolute shit. And that's the old Brian Cockrell, the ruthless one. No, this is the nice Brian Cockrell who helps people. The ruthless one would have fucking destroyed him. He'd have been gone. But you'd have used what you'd have done is like you used to do. when I used to have people sorted out who were doing things to me, I'd go abroad for 2 weeks, 3-4 weeks. Where were you that night? I was in the Dominican Republic. You prove it, yeah. There's all the pictures, the photos, there's my passport, there's the stuff. Can't do fucking nothing. So you get somebody else back home to do it while you're sitting in the beach. And then you get a text off somebody on the fucking off a fake call phone. You have a dodgy phone yourself, you just throw the phone away, and it's fucking job's done. And the garden's been sorted. That would be the code, or your roof's been done, and then you know the job's been done. I've been in it that long. I just know. It's like I don't talk in the house. If I do talk in the house, I talk in riddles. I'll talk while I pretend to do something I don't do. So the daft cunts will go and look for whatever they go looking for. It's not going to be there because I've just made it up to do the red thing. When I've known they've been bugging my house over the years, that's what they do. They bug your phones and everything. So, like the phones, they give me them back, and the computer, I won't be taking them. I won't be getting them back. I won't take them phones off them or the computers. I'd rather give them away to someone, charity will give them away to. They'll be bugged to fucking death. All I do is I have a friend who knows how to debug everything. He has his own spy shop in Leeds. But yeah, all this shit about me getting arrested and me going to jail this week, I'm getting remanded, and the CPS. I mean, he said this is about 10 times about the CPS have contacted me and they've told me that Cockrell's going to get the worst sentence in history. Or even I didn't know this. The CPS, I know the police get the evidence, and then they give it. The police look at it and they think there's enough there for a conviction. The desk sergeant or the police officer in charge looks at it, and then the inspector will come and look at it and go, yeah, go present it to the CPS. CPS they get that, they look at it, and they decide when they say we're going to go for the charge. The police have only 24 hours to charge you. That's all they have, 24 hours. So the warrants go out for you, and you have to be charged with that 24 hours. If you're not charged in 24 hours, they don't get you. They can't get you for it. They have to redo it again. So he said, what they do is, that's why I've got say you did a runner, they can get you for not being, because I've got to be at this address, and I've got to be, I don't have to be at this address, but I've got to be staying in England. Oh no, I couldn't go out. I can go out the country with no bail condition, but I still have to have a phone number for them to contact, which is my solicitors. So they contact your solicitor and say, look, we need to speak to Brian, you need to come in on whatever date. And the last time I went in the wankers, never even fucking turned up. It took me 3 hours to get ready because of the conditions I was in. You're talking a year and a half. You're talking nearly a year and a half ago. So Emily had to help me, got ready, I had to go in a wheel fucking chair, get put in the fucking taxi, and then leave the wheelchair here and get out, and then get there. And then a young lad was there, helped me walk to their desk. I went in the middle, but you've got to come to Stockton. I went, you're taking a fucking piss, aren't you? He said, fucking Middlesbrough. I said, oh yeah, we've gone from there. I said, well, I'm not coming to there now. She went, I will just leave it now. So it cost me 30 quid there and 30 quid back, 60 fucking quid. I had to sit an hour and a half waiting for them. And then I've even had the decency to phone me and text me and say, oh, we're going to leave it. They left me wait there. Clever cunts. Instead of saying on the morning, saying, oh, we're not going to do it up today, Brian, just forget about it. So if I ever went, they'd charge me for not going for bail conditions. They're just clever cunts, they think they are. And they thought, oh, he won't turn up. We'll get him nicked for not answering bail, because you have to once you've been bail, they ask you to come in after 3 months. It is, then they re-up the bail conditions. So I got 6 months, but they didn't do that. They never even let me know. So anyway, I got a letter about 2 weeks after it saying your bail conditions have got to 6 months. So we got another 3 months. That was 6. Then after that, I got a letter about a month after the 6 months went up, and they went, you're released now under investigation. Well, are you released under, RUI it's called. That's only been out for the last 5 or 6 years or so. So what on that one is, you can be on that release under investigation for 10, 15, 20 years. They can keep you on it forever. So I could be kept on this now for fucking years. That's what we made it here. They deliberately keep you on stuff, trying to wait to see if you explode, and then make it in. They'll be telling him exactly what to say this or not, say that or not. And they're trying to get me charged for attempted murder, because I said, if you come to my house with violence, I'll meet violence with violence. Any fucker comes to my door, I will beat violence with violence, even if I have to portray the worst violence in my life on you, and I kill you on the doorstep. Now, who else wouldn't say that if it was their wife? Would have been threatened to rape the wife, blow her head off, kill my brother, poison my dogs, kill my dogs, cut my dogs' heads, bum my dogs. I lost my fucking head. My steam was coming out my ears. And then my house was firebombed. My house was smashed with bricks, then it got smashed with bricks again, and then it was firebombed again, my garage, and then my car was firebombed. And the police did nothing about it when the normal residents phoned the 999, never phoned them. 15 months ago, they still haven't turned up for the 999 call. They never turned up. They turned up at 11 o'clock at night because the windows got put for 6, I think. They turned up at 11 o'clock at night with the full arm response, vans and fucking cop cars everywhere and everything. And you can see them on the front. And they come in my fucking house, they arrest me for saying what I said. I said, wait a minute. I said, if he comes, I didn't say, he's actually talking to a dog walker and he's shouting to a dog walker in Stokesley. We said that to the cops as well. He's going, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm coming to your house in the morning with my mate who's a kickboxer, well-known lad. But he was using the lad's name, you see. But he's still done it. And how the fuck is he still in the streets when I'm getting done for saying, if you come to the house, and he's actually saying, I'm going to kill you in the morning. I'm going to come round in front of your wife and kids and fucking kill you and bring my such and such kickboxer with your friend. So how does he keep getting off? And I say one thing and I'm being charged. That's all I've said, one thing. I don't know how I'm on bail. I don't know how they're still going on, not bail, sorry, release or investigation, because he admitted to it. I said, what would you do, officer, with your wife? He said, I certainly wouldn't stand there like an idiot. I said, what would you do to the lady? She went, well, I wouldn't let anyone pass my house. I've got kids and a dog. And I love that little dog you've got. Eli's beautiful. I'd be upset if anyone said that. So I said, I didn't say. How many times do people say, where's our Tracy? She'll be in for school. I'm going to fucking kill her when she comes in. When she gets in, I'm going to kill her. So it was like that. It was like off the cuff and also under stress, under medicated, really bad medication. I was on 4 times a day there, 2 different types of meds. On the morning, 2 in the night. And I was on the Oromorph as well. I had 5 carers coming around looking after me. I was struggling to go to the toilet and everything. It was fucking horrible. And he was torturing me every day with shit. So I lost my temper in the heat of the moment. And I don't mean no pun intended. My fucking house was alight. The car was set alight, petrol bombed. My garage was petrol bombed. What would anyone else do in here? Would you just sit there like that and go, oh, I'm not bothered? I got up and I went to go out and have a fight with them. They tried to do me for going to have a fight with them. They tried to arrest me for fucking going outside and have a fight with them. They're going to arrest me for going out, shouting how I'll fight is. I was screaming on the front. You fucking shit houses, because they all run. They went, run. They didn't realise I was getting better then. Well, obviously, like now, I'd be out in seconds now. But the cowards, I've got the 3 names of the cunts. The 3 names I've got now. I only got the name today. The 3rd one's name, I've got your name now. I know exactly where you're from. I know what vehicle you've got. I know your house. I know everything. And I know where the other 2 are from. I know the fucking lot now. I've got the full slot because you've been talking, haven't you? Talking shit in a certain pub 2 or 3 days ago. Sat at the bar talking shite, and behind you was one of my cousins. Heard every fucking word you were talking about and the names and everything of them. Heard the fucking lot. How much they paid, how they paid it, how they got there. Bragging full of coke in the bar and fucking can't tell you. Yeah, just see what I mean? And it always comes out, and I watched my dad said, God rest him. He said, son, you're my son. I've known you all my fucking life. He said, I've never heard you ever threaten women and kids. I've never ever heard you threaten to petrol bomb someone's house. You're not known for that. You're known with your fists. You're not known with fucking violence towards people with gangs and stuff. You're known as the taxman, tax and drug dealers, and fierce fighters you've fought all your life. He said, I know you wouldn't threaten a woman with a knife. I know you wouldn't threaten a kid. I know you wouldn't even carry a knife. Even when you were a kid, you never had a knife. When you were a little kid, you would never did anything like that. You'd rather fight with your fists. Even when you were a kid, 8, 9, 10-year-old, you'd fight with your fists. Yeah, Pat's, it's telling you the truth. Hit the like troops buttons. I do it with my hands, and if I get beat, I go and go back to the gym. I've only been beat all at once, and I went back. The real Brian Cockrell, because that one that was fighting that night, been off his head 2 or 3 days on ecstasy. You can't fight. I don't care who you are. You go on drugs for 2 or 3 days and then try and have a fight with some outside. Fucking rock hard. Because when you come outside after being in a rave, the lights are like, it's like somebody shining loads of, it's like the screws come around and people have been in jail that shine the light in your eyes. You think, what the fuck? You can't see a thing. So when I went outside at say 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, after being in the rave for 2 full days, 2.5 days, I went out and still had an 11-minute fight with the lad who fought. Shut up! The lad who fought for the British heavyweight title, I fought. And he beat me in the fight. We went on for an 11, 12-minute fight, this. And I got fit. I went back and fought him 6 months later. I trained for so many months. 8 weeks, got fit. And I was on bail for something, so I couldn't go straight away. So I trained for 10 weeks and I went up Red Car Way. I was running on the beach up there. I was running Salt Bend Bank, sprinting to the top of the bank, walking back down, doing all these mad things. And I got myself fit and went back, had the fight, and I beat him 3 punches. It was all over the fight. I bit his fucking ear clean off. In the first fight, I bit his ear off as well. One ear that side was hanging on by a thread. He was like that with his ear. It was like hanging down like that, his ear. And I dropped him 3 times in the fight, thrown him all over like a rag ball. And he said, fucking strength of him was unbelievable. He said, 44 fights in the ring he had. Fought for the British heavyweight title. He said, I've never been damaged like that. He picked me up. He said, I'm 18 stone. Just under 18.5 stone, I think he was. 6'2.5". He said, he picked me up like there was nothing. He was trying to smash me head in the floor, like a pole drive me head in the floor. He said, I couldn't get him off. He said, break. So I broke. And I grabbed him and threw him over me like a jiu-jitsu hold, like a karate move. I got told by Bob Cumber, who was 7-dan black belt. He told me I would do karate, and a few of the mates taught me bits and bobs. And I beat the lad. I destroyed him in the fight. And anyway, he come and shook my hand at my mum's house. Come about 3 months after it, he was in a bad way, like really bad. But yeah, no one went to jail. Everyone got off the sight. The people who done me in the house, they all jumped me. I never said a word. I did. I actually went to court. I went to the jail to see one. I said, look, I don't want you to leave me. No matter what, I've taxed your money. You come back, you beat me up, so what? But I've had 250 grand of money in the last so many months. So you've got to sit back and think, wait a minute, man, you've had 250 grand in the last 3 or 4 months off these people. So they're going to come at you with a fucking team. So they'll come and now come for me with a team. I fucking still standing at the end of the fight, wasn't I? Fucking still standing after fucking about 15 fucking minutes in the house with a hammering me with hammers and bars and knives and fucking cut me the fuck, slashed me. Still standing at the end. I fell down. I got back up. Like young kid was there, only 13, got me up. And I'm still saying, come on, shouting them on the wall outside. I'm going to put the video up where you can hear the man saying, I thought Brian was going to die. I'll put it up tonight. You can see the man is called. I'll put the 2 versions up. There's one in McIntyre. And this is not for the people who were in there to make them look bad, Rob. It's nothing to do with them. It's just me, because he's saying I made it all up. I'm making this up. He's put a comment on yesterday saying, yeah, you only got hit a couple of times in that house. You only had a couple of scars. You only had little tiny scars like that. You know the same shit about my back. He said, I've got no injuries, but I've got the scars right down my back. If you look on YouTube, you can see them. And we're not link. Pat's 67 on 29 likes. How we guys? I'm sure you can push the like buttons for the old tax man on April Fool's Day. The stupid fake author. Well, how time's it now? Nearly 8 o'clock, so 4 hours I've got to go for the Dan. Remember the Hulk was like that. So he told everyone he's going to get me charged. The warrants are out for me. They're coming for 2 to 3 weeks. They're going to arrest me. I'm going to be getting remanded to home house. I'm not getting out. I'm getting the biggest jail sentence. The judge has told him as well, he said, which the copper went, it's getting worse this. What do you mean, the judge? I said, I know shit, you know shit, but he's telling people out there, so it makes trying to blacken my name. He said, well, you're not allowed to do that in the court case. I said, exactly. So he's got out there and said, the judge has phoned me last night, which is about 2 a.m, he said. And he said, this is the Crown Court judge phone. Well, a load of fucking shit. Crown Court judges, they've said Crown Court judge, but he meant that. The judge just phoned me last night and said, in this case, is the worst case we've ever seen. We're going to make sure Coppell gets 20 to 25 years. What, for malicious communication, you fucking balloon? The fucking shit you come out with. You only get that for murder, you fucking crank. What a divvy. So I'm getting 25 years, then 3 days later, I'm getting done for sexually abusing an 87-year-old woman 30 odd years ago. I went 80, 100. That means she's 120-year-old. I thought, what are you going on about, you fucking idiot? It was just all made up again. Then I was getting done for taking the knife to his house and threatening his wife with the knife and threatening his son. So I'm getting done for a minor. The cop said there's no minor in the statements. There's no mention of any kids in the statements. There's no mention of abusing any woman. There's no mention of any sexual assault or anything. It's all made up. I said, exactly. But you've got him saying all this. Send that to me. He said, this is a game changer now. Game changer. If you promise me you won't say that name, and you won't. I said, I promise you, honest to God, on my wife's life, I won't say it. I might slip up with one name. I'll just shot Cockerell on the end of it, I do. That's my brother's name, but yeah, I promised the officer. He seemed a nice bloke, but I bet you can't. I tell you what I'll do. I'll fight you if you win into the place. I'll fight you for. I'll fight you. I'll fight you for the. Yeah, if I lose, he's laughing the copper here. Mate. He's fucking mental. I'll fight you for it. He knows he's not going to beat me in a fight. The cop. You know you can't fight me even now. Just having a bit of banter. We'll get arrested tomorrow now with the police. Just having a bit of joke. Bit of message after you got WhatsApp. So he's said all these daft things, but the thing what he's doing is he's only because he's been doing them all for fake accounts, which I said, can I just say to you, I haven't got a fucking clue how to make a real account and a fake, so that's right. The ones when he's said I'm phoning him, I haven't got his number for over 3 years, I think it is. I haven't got his number because I thought to myself, I'm going to end up phoning him, so you've got my phone with his number in. So the new phone I've got, it's not got his number on. So I haven't phoned him. I said, you can check my phone, which they have done. 3 phones and 4 devices. He said, we haven't found anything, Brian. There's no CPS involved or anything at the moment. It might be in 2 or 3 weeks' time, he said. But as of today, there's no warrants out for you. There's no arrests. There's no judges contacting him. There's no police contacting him. And there's no certainly no room in here where he's coming in here every day and liaison with the office from the Cleveland Police Force. And there's no such thing as ex-police officers. That's all he is with him. I said, he's been seen on camera. He's been seen talking to the police. He said, have you got that as well? I said, yeah, I've got him talking to the police, which was Ray Morton, who was involved in the Lee Duffy murder. I said, then he's with another copper called Ray Morton, called Eugene Tate. What, 2 ex-police officers, inspectors? And I said, yeah, I think he was chief inspector of the murder squad. One was the detective sergeant, I think he was, of the drug squad. Then police officers tried to nick me in the past. Surely that's a conflict of interest. He said, well, send me this stuff, let me look at this. So I think he was really shocked when I said this. I said, then he goes on, I can prove to you, he goes on a show called The Sean Atwood Show, where he sat with a copper talking. And he said, all my colleagues have went, oh yeah, good about that. But the thing is, officer, the Duffy family, Brenda, the dad, the mum, his sisters, his daughters, his nieces, cousins, all them are still alive. His mum's gone now and his dad. And Carol Edwards, God bless her, and her children, haven't elicited the shit. What he's telling, the police officers probably told him 1, 2, 3. Knowing him, he's come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They've made it exponentially fucking embellishing everything, but making it bad for the Lee Duffy family. I said, how can that happen? He said, well, send me all the stuff you've got. He said, if you've got what you've got, I don't think it's going to go to court. I said, fucking brilliant, brilliant. I said, I will never lie to you because I'm not a fool. Because if I tell you something that's a lie, you're going to think he's a lie then. Once you do a lie, you finish, you look like an idiot. You're always best telling the truth. If you go into court and you've been involved in a crime and you've done it, unless you've got proof you're somewhere else, don't make a statement. Coppers, when they get caught, barristers, solicitors, lawyers, MPs, anyone with a brain, you have the right to silence. Silence is golden. Don't say nothing till you get a solicitor there and talk to them. Be very careful in there. Talk to them in their ear. I whisper in their ears. I won't, because I don't trust the country bugs. But the thing is, Peter divorced by Pats and Joy. Pats is not a bad lad. That's if it is a lad. I don't know if it is a lad, Pats, or a girl. I'm not sure. Sounds like a lad, doesn't it? StreamYard. It's easier to come to StreamYard, isn't it? The picture seems to be better. It needs washing this year. I'm going to have to get better cleaning. Followed by StreamYard, yeah. Yeah, so all the stuff I'm supposed to do to him is all shite. Just he sits there like Dale Brendan Hines and he says, he's texting me at 3 and 4 in the morning with these multiple personalities all coming out from everywhere. Meaning, like the people he's writing, like Paul Sykes or Lee Duffy or whatever, he's starting to become these characters. So he fantasises that he's Paul Sykes. That's why he dresses like him and goes around and does all these daft things and weed in the street and screaming and shouting and looking like a tramp and getting drunk in front of people and screaming. He tries to shock people what he's doing, like Sykes did. But Sykes could fight. Sykes was a really good fighter. But Sykes was one of them. If he knew somebody was going to come back at you and he was like 50-50, you were going to win, Sykes would bottle it. He bottled it with Duffy, he bottled it with me twice, he bottled it with Dave Garside 3 times. He bottled it with big, what's he called in Wales? Big, fucking hell. Taffy Lewis tried to fight with him. And there was another kid who broke his, if you look on my thing, Paul Sykes gets his jaw broken in a bar. If you look at that tonight, you'll see where Dale tells the truth about this lad beats him up. and breaks his jaw and breaks his leg, and he never come back because that lad was a lunatic. And then he got beat by another man called Terry Mitchell. Terry Mitchell battered him in Leeds, really battered him. And then he never come back to Leeds after that either. So he was one of them would go to a certain area, knowing it's easy to, the pickings are easy, like the people who only go in that certain pub and easy people to beat in fights. That's what psychs would do. And I had a man on here the other day saying, I remember him, Brian, walking about with a blue bag. He said, this man, he was a tramp. He said he was a bully, a horrible man. He said what he did to people, what you said, Brian, was right. He said he was just a pure evil man. Words to that effect. I don't know if it was word for word, but he said, just me. Dogs. You go mad with them back, but that's the job of it. That's what dogs do. It's all right, son. Johnny Dad. Johnny Dad. He hears a noise like me tapping here. You can hear a little bit. There he is, a fucking like that. Boom, 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 boom. What a big wolf he's got. Like that. He and Eli's are like fucking canine. I've talked it out. Eli can hear everything. Eli's nose and both the noses are brilliant, and they're like their ears. But the pup's unbelievable. He's only about 8 months, 9 months, I think he is. I've never seen a dog of mine. Nah, I mean, no, don't get. Can't be beat, won't be beaten, refuse to be beat. That's what Liam said. Liam, Lisa, thank you so much for the phone call today. Really good speaking to your brother. Your voice and that laughter. He's got the same laugh as me. We both have the same page. Really lovely couple. Love them all the world. Beautiful people. And the family, the brothers and that, they're all family. We're both family. We love each other like brothers, you know. We've been bonded together since the 80s. Never had a bad word, me and Liam. Not a bad word. Never. With Lisa as well. Lisa can fucking fight. Probably she's the only person I'm scared of. Fucking Lisa in Teesside. She can fucking fight for fun. Oh, for fuck's sake! You do not want to fight there. Believe me. Do you fuck? That's what Liam said. I'd rather fight you any day of the week rather than her. She's a fucking nightmare. He said. It's funny as. Peter DeVos got a late night. You be knackered, mate. Yeah, I'm alright, mate. Not too bad tonight. My eyes are still stinging with this fucking whatever's wrong with me. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my eyes. I'm going to have to go and see an optician, I think. Somebody said, go to see an optician. They might have. I don't know what it is. It's just fucking. I don't know if it's because I'm on these screens all the time. Somebody else could be that with it. It doesn't stop watering me after that. It's not as bad, that new stuff. But Emma's had the dogs all over, so she comes upstairs. And Wolf is fucking like a werewolf. The fucking nobody look. That's what he's like. Should have called a werewolf. The fur's all over, and his tail is that long. It's about 2 inches longer than his feet, so it's all caked in mud. He walks in the mud, plop. He loves mud. Fucking muddy pig. And then there's fucking Eli rolling around in it. Pot-bellied piggies like. Then they come in the house and poor Emma's got to clean all the floors. Mud everywhere, every day, twice a day. She has to mop everything and steam everything twice a day. But the only good thing is I haven't let it eat. I've not taught the wolf to be able to get up the stairs because I don't want him up there with the dander, which is like we have dandruff, they have dander. That's my aunt's stream. So she's been wolf today and he's been jumping on her back and that. She's been upstairs on the bed watching telly with me and film. And Eli's been on the bed and since he's been up. Eli, my eyes are fucking terrible. I talked to a lady vet. She said, I'm a vet, I'm allergic to dogs. So I actually got an injection off my cousin to stop being allergic. Still didn't fucking stop it. I need to get, you know what? That's what I made to get old Chantel. I got it and it was 6 months ago since I've had it. So I wonder if it's ran out the stuff she gave me. I can't remember what it's called now. She injected me with it. And I was great for about 3 or 4 months and I've just realised that's the only thing I've changed. So maybe I need a top up. I can't remember what she gave me now, what it's called. It's like an antihistamine, but it's really, really strong. People with really bad allergies. I'm terrible with pain. Damp, mould, dogs, cats. Oh, cats, my eyes. Horses are completely shut. Yellow stuff and green stuff comes out my eyes, and I can't see. 4 or 5 days I'm in bed. I can't get up. Can't see a thing. I can't hear now. Better than sharks. Laugh out loud, yeah. He just slides with everything from Jack the Ripper, solved that murder, and fucking sharks. But Paul Sykes' ghost lives in the house and rings the bell. But we haven't got a bell. Well, how can the fucking ghost ring a bell if you haven't got a bell? Doesn't even make sense what you said. Fucking mental. Trying to get people to go on his channel, but they're all laughing at him. He solved Jack the Ripper murder. Yeah, I was listening to Jack the Ripper last night about the murders, about them all. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye with that than Jack the Ripper. the other version of the one at the bottom of the sea is called Jack the Kipper. Jack the Kipper. I said to him, I said to the shellfish, I said to this fucking crab, lend a tenner. He went, no. I know you cunt. Lend a tenner. He went, no. I said, you shellfish cunt. Shellfish. Yeah, most people understand. Stream side. Once a copper, yeah. Once a copper, always a copper. Once you've got to see what my granddad used to say, all coppers, once a copper, always a copper. It is once it's in them, they can't help. And that's where he was at school. And I was talking to a girl, a woman, she's a woman now. She said, when I was a kid at school, when I was at school, 5-year-old with, through the juniors, and then through the infants, through the juniors, and through the seniors. That shit he's spouting that he come down to England when he was 13, he's copying off you, he wants to be you. So I met her, I seen him Colby Young next to Liam's and Patrick's house up there, and she went, have you still seen the fake author? And she said, what a crank. And my husband knows he used to wet the doors. He said, Brian Cocker would fucking snap him in two with a slap, take his head off. What a fucking idiot, doing that to a man who's poorly. Monty 16 Val, and then another lad said today, he said, Brian, he's got that because you've been poorly. When you're fit, he'll just run. I said, he's already run. He's already done running. He's moved out of Teesside. He's gone and shit himself. Mark Emerson, how you, brother? Son, I've never seen you there, Mark. You just come on. Yeah, that must be racing. Where's racing lady at? I can't see her. Where's my pal? She's a lovely lady. Ask Sykes. Ask Sykes, yeah. Sykes. He said, Sykes types. I mean, I was going to say, well, your voice, Sykes will be typing the books now, won't it? It's me doing the books. I've just been talking to Igor this morning as we went for coffee in heaven. You know, in fucking heaven, in hell, wherever you're at. Fucking load of shit. Crackers. Mental. So then, like I say, the books aren't selling. No one I've spoke to this lady with me, never. She said the things he's doing, like they're dressed up as a woman and all that stuff and walking around and calling himself Beryl and all that. She said, he's fucking mental. She said, at school, he used to grass everyone at school. Like, people playing, like, you only throw money at the wall, she said. I went, yeah, like 2 pences, that. And yeah, missed around there, the gambling. Missed around there, the drinking bottles of beer or whatever. Missed they've got drugstore on there, cannabis, pure fucking stitching. I bumped another called Simon from Middlesbrough, and he said he used to bully me, got me beat up 3 times at school by the prefix. He always befriends people. He did it in a village in what the fuck's it called, Lingdale. Went there, there was 2 brothers, they were twin brothers, but they were both army lads, and he teamed up with them in the pub. So he was using them as a weapon against people, and then they found out what he was and fucked him off and gave him a bat. Then he went to another place in Northallerton. He was using them, and he was saying, do you know Brian Cockrell? He's my brother. No, he's my brother-in-law or something, he said. And then he said something else, and then he was threatening me. And he was saying, my brother's name, Jamie. I said, oh, Jamie doesn't take speed now, Jamie doesn't do that. He went, and I said, no, not him, the one who writes. I went, oh, do you mean the fake author? He went, yeah. He said, oh, he's been using your name all over Northallerton for years. He said, getting away with it for years. He said, we all thought you were related to him. So he was using my name before he even fucking met me. 5 years he was phoning me to do the book. And it wasn't phoning me, he was phoning Mark Evans, or Mark Owens, who was a world champion kickboxer, a really good lad. I can't remember what the end's coming. Stinging. But I'm glad it's all good and the cops are involved now, because I think the only reason they've got involved, no disrespect to them, they've had to, because what's happened, them have contacted the complaints police about 12 months ago. So they said, we can't do anything because the person in the house is under investigation for the allegations of, yeah. Stop it! Could twist my head in doing that. Fucking doors are 400, 500, 600 pound doors. He's fucking ripping the doors. Does my head in on honest to God. Stop it! It's ridiculous. Eli doing that. It's running around the doors. They're £600 a new door then. Probably even more now. That's what they cost me 20 years ago. I'm going to have to get all new doors in the fucking house. They're ruined. Banging the door like that and scratching all the fucking doors. They're all like gold frames. Like brass frames all the way around, you know, the sides and that. Really expensive doors. Fucking fortune. They're not like the 20 quid doors you get or B&Q or something. They're like special made doors I got with beveled glass. Fucking nuisance, that dog. And he starts, and then the wolf starts in the morning. I'm in bed at 6 in the morning, and I'll go to the toilet for a week. Go to the toilet, flush the toilet, and he starts barking, or whatever. And his ears are that good, you know, the wolf. And he starts, and then the other one fucking starts, and my head busting with him. How is the horse racing? Yes. I still can't see her. I can't see her. Just through freedom you're talking. I thought she's still down at the races. What's that? A blue light filter on the screen helped your eyes, so I'm going to have a look at that. That sounds good. Yeah, my eyes just sting. I think, you know, being on the phone as well, somebody said you can get glasses as well for it, apparently. Because you look and your eyes are strained, apparently, and it takes the water out. It makes your eyes water because you're straining with your eyes or something. That many fucking things I've tried to do now. Chicken nick. They get their own chicken nicked. No empty coppers training, I guess. Yeah. So what they do is, like you say, they get like people who snitches on council estates as kids. Now we know this fucker's been doing this for 20 years now. So we didn't know all this. It's all come out from all the different estates. He's been doing it for over 2 decades. Harassing people, getting people jailed. And he keeps getting off every time. He's in the middle, say with 5, 6 people. 4 or 5 people go to jail and he gets off. Goes to another town. He's in the middle with 5 or 6 people. 4 or 5, 6 people. 4 or 5 people go to jail every time. Every time he's with these certain people, contact me from all over the place. He's chased up every single council estate in Teesside. He can't come into Teesside. He's completely bagged out of Teesside. And that's obviously what he's been doing. Obviously, people they've seen and thought, fuck this, he's not doing that to such and such. I'm not having this. And there's that many people contacting me. I'm not joking. They're talking hundreds and hundreds from all over the fucking world contacting me to do and sort them out. People owe me favours from the old school, top fighters and stuff, and lads from Manchester was in jail, and lads from Liverpool. I went, no, guys, I said, listen, let him go to the place, because I know I've done nothing wrong. I'll go to court, stand up in court, and I'll do my trial myself with my barrister, and I'll win the court case. I've done nothing wrong. All I said was that one thing, and they've charged me for harassing, they said, and threats to kill. I said, how can it be threats to kill? I said, if you come, he never comes, so therefore I admitted it on the day. I said, I'm not going to lie and say I never said it when I did say it. I said, if. I said it was a warning to try and scare him that they're coming, and it obviously happened. So I did that. But what about the ones when he's going, I got my mate 20 times to phone you. He's got another one. I got my mate 15 times to phone you. Wouldn't phone him, would you? Because you were too scared hiding in your wheelchair. Then he gets another one. I got my mate 13 to 35 times to phone you in 2 months. And every time you wouldn't answer the phone, you coward, you dead, they fight him. I got my, never him. It's always somebody else he's getting. So we've got, I think she's got something like, I think it's close to the 2,000 threats to have me beaten up by different people. If that's not harassment, I don't know what the fuck is. I've never once said to him, I'll get someone to beat you up. I've never once threatened to burn his house down. I've never once threatened to beat his wife up. I've never once been to his house with a knife. I've been in the house most of the time poorly. And that night when his windows went through, I said to people, whoever's doing this, please don't do it because it's going to get me in trouble. And then the police never even come to my house for it. They knew it wasn't me. I was on a live. I was in here, on one of them, and I was in there on the other one when he got his house smashed twice. Nothing to do with it, nothing. And the police have got my phone. If I had something, I found it. So they've got nothing. He said, as if we talk now, he said the other day, I think it was a week ago, roughly coming up, he said, or maybe less than a week, he said, as of today, we haven't got anything. He said the CPS wanted, but we haven't got, not his words, I think he meant we haven't got enough to give them for the conviction. He said, but it could be got in the next 2 or 3 weeks. He said, but if you've got this is a game changer. So he said, you've got what you've just told me today. I will look at that and I will do my damnedest. He said, to be fair, partial down the middle. I went, that's all I want. A fair cop. We'll get that with me. I said, well, I trust you. I trust you and I promise you now I won't mention his name. But you can say what you want. Obviously, if I don't say his name. So I can still talk about the so-called person. I don't mention his name because that was he asked me to do it. You know, like, didn't it nasty? He said, I don't want to have to arrest you for malicious communication and get you remanded. I think there's no way there's no way somebody can get remanded for fucking malicious communication. Not in a million years. Never heard of it in my life. So they couldn't even get remanded for fucking, mind you, I got remanded for driving offence, didn't I? The only person I fucking know has been remanded for driving. Driving, not crashing, getting chased by the armed response, the guns out the window, there's 17 vehicles chasing me, and I was in fear of my life. They were fucking sticking guns out, MP5, I don't know what they were called then, it weren't MP5 machine guns, but they had the there was no Glocks in it, I think they were just fucking, I can't remember them, but they had machine guns. They were sticking them out windows, so I got fucked off on the Cosworth, handed myself in, and with my licence, my tax, my test, my insurance, everything, pleaded guilty to it. I got remanded to Home House for 3 months. Then I had a fight with a lad there, knocked him out, and then they put me in Durham. And I was in there for another 3 or 4 months. And they said to me, "Oh, you've done your jail, you want?" He said, I'm up for 17 offences driving. He said, one, I hit 2 cop cars, knocked the copper out of the car. He fell out of the fucking car when he was parked up because he was like, his door was open. And I got chased again when I come round the bend and I hit a fucking hearse. And I hit a hearse with a fucking coffin in it. He said, and I went through 2 people's fences and smashed all the window right through the window. I said, "What do you get?" He said, "I got 6 weeks and a £200 fine and a ban for 2 years." So I got done for driving offence, failing to stop. But then I handed myself in with my solicitor. I got 3 years. 3 fucking years I got. Never caused a crash, never hurt no one. Clean record. That was the first thing I ever got caught with, a driving offence. So on my record, I've got a driving offence. I've got one where I had a fight with the lad in Billingham, who had a fight with me, big lad, had about 200 fights, beat every cunt, top security firm, doorman he was. So anyway, he had a fight with me. He threw 2 punches at me and I bit him with the left hook. And he threw another 2 punches and I bit him with another left hook and dropped him, broke his jaw, knocked him out, fucked off, jumped in there. It was a red, a tax off a lad from Darling, it was in a red Granada Scorpion, old-fashioned 3 litre, 2.8 or 3 litre was, big massive boot on it. And I went to my friend's house. Emma was staying with us. So I went upstairs, I was in bed. Next minute, bang, bang, bang. We looked out the back, old-fashioned Coronation Street house with the old wall round, big wall. So I've looked over the top. Emma, can you move along there? I can hear you talking all the time. I can't concentrate. I can hear them, you're talking and the thing about something else, and I can't concentrate on 2 conversations. So I'm in the house, so I've come down the stairs. I'll tell you, on the top of the stairs, and the coppers are downstairs, 2 coppers, and there's one in the other bedroom. So he's in that room there, and I've gone down the stairs. As I've gone down,
I'm trying to stop Eli from doing the doorway.
I'm going to have to stop the live then. I'm going to have to leave it.
It's all right. I'll move in there.
I can't concentrate. I know the door banging and then the talk at the same time. I can't do it. It's impossible. So I went out. I went down the stairs. As I'm going down the stairs, he's leaned over the balcony. It was the old open plan where you could the stairs. There's only a 2-bedroom house, one at the back and one at the front. Or 3, not 2, yeah, 2-bedroom. So I'm in the back room. So I'm coming down the stairs and I've leaned down. As I'm leaning down like that, I've grabbed the banister. And this cunt, Ray Milner, Chief Inspector, didn't you fucking shit house, hit me over the fucking head with a truncheon without me doing. I never even done nothing. I was going down the stairs to come out and get arrested. Anyway, I went outside, there's about 20 cops on the front, no armed response around, just normal cops all over from red car. Nicked me, and when I got hit, I stumbled and I tripped over my feet, and I fell down at the cops. I put my hand like that to fall, and I put my hand in it. Anyway, I hit the banister with my hand, and the other hand, I fell my shoulder hit him, and knocked the copper over, and then the other one, my hand was like I tried to stop. Anyway, I grabbed him to stop myself from falling, and I caught a tiny little bit, about quarter of an inch that long, scratch on his hand there. I went to court because if you run away from the police or you hide in a house or jump over the fence and hide, that's classed as resisting arrest. I've never heard of anyone else get charged for it, only fucking me. So because I've done that, I went to court. It was called Judge MacDonald, the judge, and he said the case against you for the assault, because the lad never turned up. He obviously got £5,000 wages and fucking went away for a fucking couple of weeks, so they couldn't get him to come to court. So Anyway, the prosecution said, look, we know he's done it. I said, listen, but we hadn't noticed going to speak. I said, well, if you know he's done it, where's your witness? Can we see the witness, Your Honour? And the barrister said, yeah, can we see the witness? There was no witness. So they he said, I'm going to give them 2 hours. So he said, could you keep it in the courtroom? So I said, yes, of course. So I went and had a meal in the courtroom, Crown Court. Judge McDonald, he said, we can't find him. Case against Mr. Cockrell. He said something like, I know the shenanigans got on here, but I have got no choice. Got to let him go. So I got not guilty. But he wasn't. He wasn't happy. You could see, but fuck him. He's dead anyway. So I got off with it. So when I went to court, I got off with it. So there used to be a thing called an old style committal. So what they used to do is, you used to get, say for instance, you had a fight and you bit someone, broke the jaw. That's a section 18, and because of who I am, because you've got boxing skills, you get more jail because they know you know what you do. Like if you're a boxer or a fighter, you go up you get more jail for it because you're not supposed to use your hands obviously in the street. So I always get charged section 18, wounding with intent. So, which is like you can get fucking 10 years for it. So I've gone in, and he threw 2 punches at me, and I've dropped him and got off with it. So I've had a fight with this other lad, the same type of thing, and I've knocked him out and broke his jaw. It was called the guardsman fracture, right in the right uppercut. And yet I'm going to chin here. Why they call it a guardsman fracture is because the Queen's beefeaters and guards stand on duty outside Buckingham Palace to attention, and then the heat gets to them sometimes, and they fall forward and land on the pivot of the chin with the hands at the side, and just pass out and collapse. You've seen them do it, and the jaw breaks there, and there. So when I went to court, the prosecution said it's an impossibility for a human to throw a punch and give someone a guardsman fracture. He said you would have to, the PSI, pounds per square inch, would have to be astronomical. You have to have had a weapon. Anyway, the wife of the person went to court. She made a statement saying, no, we're bragging, only threw 1 punch with his hand, his right hand, and he had sunglasses on because he had these glasses on, and he knocked him out. He said he never, and he also turned him round and waited. He got them to phone an ambulance for him. So the judge commended with that. So the judge said, well, this person had threw the punches at me first, and I said, lucky for me, I can fight, Your Honour. I landed my shot and knocked him out, but he did throw 2 punches at me. I have the right to defend myself. Put my hands up in a boxing stance, and I didn't kick him on the floor. I waited for 20 minutes for the ambulance, turned him on his side, made sure he was all right. And I don't know what's going on with these fucking things there. So I've lost my story again now. Nightmare doing these tonight, I tell you what. I'm not doing any more of these. If you're not going to stop this, crackers can't do it. Fucking dogs barking every 2 seconds, balls dangling, fucking steamers going off, driving me fucking mental. It is 70,000 Sky Racket, top royals, these results. Yeah, mate, Peter Vox, you're okay? So I've gone to court, and what they do is they take you to like a place called the Old Style Committal. So it's gone to there, which is what happens. You first, say you get arrested for something, say it's for shoplifting, you're not going to get more than 2 years, so they won't go to the Crown. So you go to the magistrates, which is a criminal court. So you do that there, and they will forgive you. Now, if you go in and say it's a Section 18, which is, you're talking like 3, 4, 5 years, at least maybe 8 years, 10 years. So they know what's going on. So you go, what you do, you go to a Old Style Committal where they've got the magistrates, you've got the defence and the barrister there, the prosecutor, not barrister, the solicitors. So then the judge, the magistrate, ask what happened. Did Mr. Cockrell hit you? Now, if you get him to say, Your Honour, I've just changed my mind. I've decided, my wife was there that night. I was very drunk. I was very bitter. And I'm a fighting man. And it's the first time I've been beat in a fight, and I was very bitter. He said, I started the fight. I threw the punches. And Mr. Cockrell's right what he said. He hit me once and knocked me down. I wish to retract the statement or redact. You do 2 words, redact or retract the statement, because I find it unfair that an innocent man can go to court and can go to jail for something that I started through the drink. Case is dismissed. So that's what happens. Or the other one is they don't turn up for the whole style committal. So then what happens then if they do turn up and they say, right, we've got all the evidence, it's going to go now to the Crown, so they hand over to the Crown court. But they've stopped them all style committals because everyone was just saying there's £5 grand, drop the charges. There's 10 grand, people had money like myself. You just say, look, you probably get £5 compensation. I'll give you £5. I'll shake your hand, forget about it. And that's what we used to do, allegedly, and get off with it, because I was making astronomical amounts of money then. But nowadays, you never heard of people getting firebombed in the old days like that. You never heard of people getting shot and stabbed and shit, but not old school gangsters. They don't do it. You just don't do it. You never hear me shouting to a kid, I'm going to burn your house down, your kid did, which is said arseholes done about 1,000 times to hundreds and hundreds of victims all over the place. I honestly think he could be changed where he's going to get the jail, not me. I really do. Because there's that many people, witnesses for us, with all the same stuff, with his name coming from his mouth, talking it, logistics, and also the fake accounts are all the same. You put, like, say, 1, 2, 3 on, Carol Edwards, Simon Ambler, Brian Cockrell, Robert Cockrell, Emma Cockrell, Terry Dixon, Marty Joseph Turner, all these different names, Dale Brendan Hyde, Simon Ambler. We put all them names on, and the same stuff that starts, it'll be the same boom, 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 like all in that one. And you on that one, it'll be all the same stuff, the same repetitive. It's like, for instance, he's got 6 records, and Elvis one, Tom Jones, the Beatles, fucking Mariah Carey, and fucking say fucking John Travolta or something. So he's got 5 or 6 songs. So the first song goes boof, 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 boof. The next time he trolls someone, he's got like a microchip in his head with the same songs on all the time. But I'll burn your house down, I'll bum your dog, I'm going to rape your dad, I'm going to dig your dad up and bum him, I'm going to rape your brother, I'm going to dig your brother up from the grave and rape your brother, I'm going to poison your dogs. It's the same shit. I'm going to get your wife raped. It's the same evil poison coming out of his mouth every single time when he talks, when he threatens someone. And we've got an abundance of people with statements who will not go to court and swear in the Bible. Really good people, really people with really big jobs and stuff. One lad that was a security consultant, he threatened to burn his house down. I've got Brian Cockle stood with me now. He's got all screenshots. He's got a lot. Fucking thing going. Yeah, I'm busting it to pieces. Cack these things. Yeah, I'm just letting cack to open these fucking things. I've done it where I've busted it. It's gone all over the fucking table. So we've got all the same MO on multiple people from all over the country, like down London, what do you call it, Stokesley, Northallerton, Middlesbrough, Stockton, Redcar, Gisborough, everywhere you can go, there's people. It's the same MO, which I have an abundance with. I think it's great. So right, we're going to talk now. I'll leave that now because I'm just leaving that because of today's bullshit. I told you I was going to get arrested. I told you it was all cack, and I told you there's no warrants out for me and off him. So that's great news. So right, UFO week. So I decided we're going to do some UFO stuff. So now, where do we come from? How did we come here? Does anyone know the answer to that? Because none of us know that. So we live on a planet, third planet from the sun, I think it is. And then, pardon me, which is Earth. We call it Earth. We are people on this planet now. We are people that live here. So where did we come from? How did we get here? How did that planet get there? How did this Earth get here? Obviously, if you see a car, Ford garage built the cars, or Saab, or aeroplane, or a microphone, or a bottle of pop. The cow, you get the milk out the cow, so we know that, because we know where it comes from. But where have we come from? How have we got to this planet? How has this planet been built? How's the galaxy been built? How's the whole world and the solar systems and the galaxies and the stars and everything? There's got to be a creator to create it. You can't just pop up like that from nowhere. So God obviously is not from. If something come from Mars and it was a tiny crustacean or a tiny little bit of life, that would still be alien because it's not from this planet. Now, if it was the other way around and we were on Mars, it'd be the same. If they found something from here, we would be classed as aliens because we're not from the planet Mars. We're from here. So where have we come from? There's got to be something to make us. And the thing that's made us is still got to be there now. It can't just gone. So I have a few theories here. I think We make films and we watch films. We put kids into schools, we look after them, we learn them and stuff. Are we a product of an alien being that is God? So if God is real, he's not from this earth, we've established that. He's not from here. So if he's not from here, he's an alien, isn't he? He's got to be, because he's not from the planet Earth. So therefore, if he's the creator, he's definitely an alien. So let's say there's more than one alien. Can't hear what they're talking. So say there's more than one. So there's different ones from different galaxies, different planets. Now our world is 4.5 billion years old. The galaxy is 13.7 or 8 billion years old. So that was created. The world was created. It was smouldering for so many millions and billions of years, and it cooled down, and then it started developing life. And we know where that life comes from, because when you have water, or we have, let's say, a bottle or something, you leave with the lid off. We know animals and stuff going at like little tiny bits of insects and stuff, and it's called photosynthesis. So if you have light coming through a window, and that's the light to make it grow, like energy and the source with the light, and mold comes on there, so the mold then turns into that, and flies come on and lay eggs, and then you get larvae and stuff. So we know where that's come from. So we must be made. Have we been made in a different way, where we've been made so we do television programs and watch them from the last 100 years or so. So we look at films, we watch people on the telly, we watch people on the internet. Are the aliens made us before these technology come? Have they made us and watching us like, let's make that little filter, we'll make him like this, see what he turns into. Let's put this bit of technology into this one a little bit more, Napoleon or someone, and let's see different people, see what they come like, and do they sit there studying us like we do with animals in a zoo? So we like say animals in a zoo for the aliens watching us, because maybe they're a billion years ahead of us. So I wonder if it's that's why we can hear things and see things sometimes that we don't believe. But then you know for a fact there's something there. You can feel it. You can feel that residue energy sometimes when someone's passed away. So I wonder if we have been made, obviously by God, who's an alien. What has he done it for? Something for them to do, to watch. Like we go to football and watch football, and they're watching us every day, like me on here. Oh, the taxman's on, see what he's saying tonight. Oh, it'll be the same shit about that idiot. So have they done that as to entertain themselves, or the board, or have they just been aliens from another world where they've landed here, and maybe like Prometheus, he stole fire, didn't he, from the gods? So maybe one of the aliens has been here, and maybe he's cut his hand or bruised it, or a bit of blood's come off and fell into the sea or wherever it is and sparked life. I'm not sure. Or there've been an alien spaceship that's crashed in the sea and it started life up, because there's certainly aliens. The government now have come out. We all know there's been aliens for years. We all know. I mean, when you see Hangar 18, when you see like E.T., that was definitely made by Spielberg. I watched a documentary where Spielberg come out where he was with some other bloke, other television producer, and they said, we want to make something really, really good for the future, but we want people to see the friendly. So they made Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and E.T. was left behind. That's where E.T. comes from. And E.T. was lovely and great, so we think, oh, they're okay, because a lot of people are scared of them, you know, and there's the greys and there's this, that, and the other. So are they real? I honestly think they're real. We can't just pop up from nowhere. I mean, let's get this right. Wilbur and Oliver Wright made an aircraft. I think it was Flyer 1, I think that's what it was called. The Flyer, so I think it was called the Flyer, I think it was called. That took off in Kitty Hawk. It flew for 120 meters, I think it was 120 feet, 120 meters, and landed, probably crash land, and it flew at the pathetic speed of 6.8 miles an hour. You could fucking walk that fast. So you're telling me that was like 1903, I think it was. So you're telling me 66 years later, they landed on the moon with a vehicle that can do about 10,000 miles an hour in 66 years. No, why haven't cars progressed that much then, and all the other stuff? So why have they progressed there? Because I think the spaceships have landed in Roswell like they did. So in the 1940s, I really believe they landed there. I've watched tons of documentaries. I've seen people. There was a bloke, he was a captain or a colonel And he said, look, there's a spaceship landed. There was actually 2 spaceships landed, not one, there was 2. One had aliens on board, and one had robot figures. The ones were like little monkeys, and ones were bigger ones. And apparently they lived, and apparently they've still got them to this day in Area 51. And they communicate by telepathy through different people. So presidents have a level of, say, level 6. They can't just go in there and want to walk in and say, I open that now, I'm the president of America, and allow them to be held at gunpoint and taken away and put in the cell. The president, one of them tried to go in, I can't remember which one it was. So there was Eisenhower, I think, and it was Winston Churchill, and another one, I think, from France. 3 of them began a program called Operation Blue Book, where they were going to go out and prove aliens really existed, but we don't want to tell anyone in the world, because the technology they would have compared to what we've got would frighten people. Think, well, we're not in control. We like to think the army can look after us, the navy and that, but when you see an object moving from one A to B and do 5,000 miles an hour in less than a second, there's something fucking really spooky about that. So they've seen it, and the trajectory of the angle, they were following it about 300 or 400 miles an hour, I think, and then it just went from A to B, 5,000 miles in less than a second. That's got to be something from another world with energy that we haven't got a clue with. It's miles ahead of us. But what if they're a billion years ahead? What if they're like sat, like they could be sat right next to you now? What if they don't have to be seen? What if they're just energy in the room? What if they're here all the time with us all the time? What if they're just pure energy, but you don't need to hear them or see them or feel them? Every now and then you can feel them. So there's definitely, I think there's another one that they do. I think they do, Mark, I was just going to say that, Mark. I think a lot of it could be due to some of the planets might be starting to lose the population. So what they have to do then is, like, one of my favourite people in the world was Stephen Hawking, cleverest man that ever lived. He thinks they're real, and he thinks they could be very hostile. He thinks they could use us for food. He also said that they're already here now. They've integrated with us. And another theory, what is, they're she's shouting again. I'm going to have to get a fucking soundproofing on that door, Anna. So what if it's a big, massive experiment with humans, Mark's saying, which is right. So I think that what they're doing is they're going to hybrid human beings, so half alien and half human, to save their own species, because they might come to wherever they live, there might not be enough abundance of food and stuff. So I think they're coming here to learn off us. Yeah, we're just like ants to them. You're right, Peter. So we're nothing. We're minuscule. So we'd be like fleas in a little flea circus. But what if they're here? What if this has been going on for 1 billion years, and we are now coming to a place where we're using fucking rockets that can damage the world where they're at, damage their world? They're going to think, fuck you. If you've seen a kid mess them out where something fired or something, and you think, oh, he's not having that no more. You take it off him. So are they going to try and come to us and say, right, that's it, no more with the fucking nuclear weapons, no more, because you're fucking the world up and you're fucking the ozone layer up? But that then is then affecting our world and our galaxy, and it's making things go off course and stuff. So are they real that way? But there's definitely something there. There's too many people saying, I mean, if you watch a program, it's called Fire in the Sky, and it's called Travis Outman, I think he's called, and he's a logger. He's a logger, and he works like cutting logs down. So there's all 6 and they all go out on a Friday or Saturday and they go for a drink, and they all go, well, they'll just go in the woods type of thing. So they're all sitting having a drink. All of a sudden a spaceship turns up. They didn't know it's a spaceship. All of a sudden a tractor beam comes, like a beam shines, like a torch, like a light, picks him up and tracks him back in like that, like a laser beam, picks him up and takes him back in the ship. He goes missing for about a week or so. They find him a couple of counties away. So they grab him, and he's in a phone box, help. They come back and they find strange markings on him, bits of metal in him and all sorts of stuff, but are not from this origin, not from this world. So, and the markings on him, and he's been probed with probes. I know who would love to get probed, wouldn't we? He'd go, can you take me, please? Can you take me, E.T.? Can you probe me? No, he'd fucking go stay there, wouldn't he, getting probed? So the aliens have taken him, experimented on him, and where I'm coming from, this is where the experiments are trying to make hybrid aliens where you can splice two together like they do with animals. So they dolly the sheep, didn't they, where they cloned it, and that's us. So what are they miles and miles ahead of us? I mean, there could be like 4 or 5 of me on another planet. There could be another thing. There could be multiple planets where you get up and you walk somewhere. I've been a few times. I remember being out when I was about 13. I walked Westfield Road, I walked up the Myers Avenue. I sat on a wall and I went, I've been here before. This has happened before to me. My mate Dodge went, what do you mean? I said, there's a lad going to come round this corner on a bike. He's going to throw a mud ball. It's going to hit that window. And I said, the woman's going to come out and blame us. Should we? What I said, everything I said was fucking spot on. And I did it again with him. We went to this graveyard one night and I told him what a car was going to hit another car on the road. And it did. So you have that deja vu. So I think the other Brian in the other galaxy or the other worlds or the other Mark Emerson has already seen that somewhere else. So it somehow gets back to you here with the energy and it triggers it because you've already seen it somewhere else. So there's like, what's it called when they have another planet the same as the other one? I can't recall now. I've lost the name of it. Parallel universes, that's what it's called. Identical. I remember seeing a thing with the I think it's something like that. I remember seeing a program on all night. Tell you what. From another life force was definitely developing easily over the last few. That's what I'm saying, mate. There's so much stuff happens too quick for me. Where have they got the technology and where have they got the brains? We're only humans. Where the fuck have we got the brains to make these spaceships, what we've got now, and go past the Van Halen belt? No, the Van Halen belt was a bloke called Van Halen. That was his name. He said, I watched it today, so they might have went to the moon. Because what he did is he said, if you go fast in a certain part where the Van Halen, I think it's called, belt is, you can go parts of it where there's no radiation, so if you go as fast as you can get, it's like when you go through say you were on a motorway and there's a big fire, you could go through the map with these lorry and think, oh man, we'll get through either, or you'll get past it. We'll do 60 mile an hour, we'll get through in a couple of seconds. So maybe it's something like that, where they can get through. So they've got through, but the technology that we've got now is like, it's got to be alien because we were only scratching around in the fucking fields before. And now we're going to go into fucking different galaxies and all sorts of shit. So the other one was, I'll just do this, Travis Walton, that's his name. That was Outman, I knew it was something. And he was kidnapped for so long. But when he was brought back, he was actually taken. Shut up! He was actually taken from Earth to wherever on a spaceship. And when they got him, there was 6, I think, or 7 or 8 of them, whatever, loggers. They said, yous have done this, it's yous that have done this. Where's he gone? So the FBI come in and interviewed them all. Said, right, we're going to put you on a lie detector. You can't beat a lie detector unless you're trained. Now, a logger's not going to be trained to beat a lie detector. Some of the FBI is, the CIA is, somebody who's into like paramilitary stuff. So they end up putting them in a room. They took them in this room. They interviewed everyone. They got this top FBI agent, and they had them where they would beat the hearts and everything. So he's telling the truth. Next one, tell the truth. So all 6 or 7 or 8 of them passed it. 2 years later, they did it again, and guess what? All 6, 7, 8 of them passed it again. And he was still seeing strange things for years and years. And there's another one called something in the counter. No, it goes close counter, not close counter. Have a look for someone. It's called Christopher Walken's in it. And see if you get the name of it for it so people can watch it. He's been getting kidnapped since he was 5-year-old. So there's certain people got, when he went to, he felt it in the back of his ear here, and anyway they found it, and it was a tiny bit of metal, and they put it in this spectrum, and it came back unknown origin, meaning it's not from this world, and it was an actual bug where it could pick up like a tracking device. He said when he went on with a scan, it would beep beep like that noise. He said it's an actual tracking device, and that was. He'd been kidnapped from a spaceship, but they've got these people where they can, like doctors, where they can hypnotise you, put you in a trance, and make all the bad things what you've had in your past come surface to light. And then you go, no, he's doing all this on the table. He's acting, obviously, but it's the real story. Close Encounters, are called, or something like the third kind, or something not the third kind, the fifth kind, I think it is. Close Encounters, the fifth kind, or something, fourth kind, I think it is called. And actually, they're doing the experiments. She said he's telling the truth, this psychiatrist. You've got to watch these if you're into all this. This week, watch that. We'll talk about it this week. But then there was another one. What's the one I was on about now? Hold on. So yeah, he was doing that, and he was saying he's been getting taken since he was 5-year-old. And then they've had another couple come in, and they had the same strange metal in the neck, or they've had it in their arm. So they think it's tracking devices, so they can track them anywhere they go. So some of them, he said, I've moved different areas, and they always find me. So that's what they were coming out with. This bloke was a proper doctor from the hospital, like a surgeon type doctor, and he goes into his neck and he finds the probe is tiny. He said it's from the unknown origin. Gives you the fucking spooks when you watch it. But he lives on a ranch. It's Christopher Walken off the Goodfellas and stuff. And he's in this place, and then he takes him away and then puts probes up his nose and everything, on his backside, everything. So they're trying to say the same as, look at all them cows that keep going missing, and all those they're gutted. Look at the way they've been done. And what they're saying is, when they've been gutted and butchered, we couldn't do the way they've been butchered. It's been done with certain different implements that aren't from our planet. So there's got to be something there. I mean, the president, the California, fucking, what would they call him? Governor of California came out and went, there was a spaceship as big as two football fields, medic football fields, and it lifted up 23,000 people seen it. And he comes out the next day with an alien's hat on, trying to fucking thing it down, making it look like it wasn't real. So 2 years later after that, he come out and said, that night I did see a spaceship, and all them 20,000 people did as well. I think he was told to keep his mouth shut, off like higher up, because they have a special, the special 12 they're called. There's 12 of them, and they have a special room when they go. They're higher than, they're something like level 10 or 12, and they're the ones who can talk about the UFOs, and they're the ones who talk to the aliens, and they're supposed to be still talking to the aliens now, and they're still giving them technology. But they also got another place called Hangar 18. They found a spaceship that landed, and the aliens were dead on it, but they had robot ones in it again, I think it was. And what happened is, Hangar 18, they started learning how to use the energy and stuff in the ship. So anyway, they said, look, blow it up, fuck it, blow it up, because people, like newspaper people, coming. So what they've done, they sent a missile down to blow it up. Hangar 18, they blew up the whole hangar. But guess what? The whole of the spaceship was never damaged, one single, not even a scratch on it. So that was still there. Got your goat. Got your goat. Got the goat. I don't know about me. Got your goat. Yeah, it's called, the other one's called Close Encounter of the Fourth Kind. And then there's another one where there's 3 police cars at it. I think this is 4th kind, maybe or 5th kind. I can't remember what this one is. But this one has got a police officer, high-ranking police officer. They've got a like squaddy car, and they've got him. They're there with cameras, and they've got people outside videoing the fucking spaceship, videoing the tractor beams, videoing all the light in the house coming up, and they covered it up again now. But now they're coming out saying aliens do exist. We are being invaded, but people are saying that they've already been here for years. Stephen Hawking said they've intermingled with us, and they've made like hybrids where it's like half alien, half human, because their planets are dying out. The people on the planets, but it sounds a really good theory to me. It really does. They could have been around a billion years. They could have had something like, no, we've just had the COVID. They could have had a massive virus, which wiped most of them out, and the only way they can survive is go to planets like ours, where there's human type. Maybe they'd be the only ones in the galaxy. I don't know. But we can't be just the only damn people. And have you seen how big the galaxy is? When it blew up, and it was called the Big Bomb Theory, the Big Bang Theory. When it blows up, it expands up. So what's happening now is it blew up, and it created everything, all the stars, and what they called was the God particle. That was used, the God particle. That's everything's made from the God particle, they say. So they've got another massive thing in Sweden. I think it was called Hexenberg or Heisenberg or something it's called. It's a big, massive round circle, about 26 mile round circumference. They put photons, and it's supposed to be faster than nothing's supposed to be faster than the speed of light. But they're saying these photons, where they've put in, they've created a mini Big Bang Theory and they're starting to realise what the world, how the world has been created through using this machine. But a lot of people said when they got it, if they use that, it could fuck up and the world could end up being shattered into pieces, or it's mad how the thieves come out with things. But what they've been saying in the past, now everything's coming to the light now. There's a top bloke, he's called Stephen something. You just put in Stephen, Professor UFOs. He's about 67-year-old. He's written lots of books. I've got an IQ through the roof. His is through the fucking to another planet. He's unbelievably intelligent, and he's been doing this for about 40 years, talking to people. And he's talking about what aliens have talked to. He's talking to aliens, 3 different types of aliens, and he says that definitely government's been covering up, but now the government have blew the lid off because generals have come out from the one where it went from 0 to 5,000 miles an hour. There's nothing on this planet can go that fast. We haven't. To do that, you've got to be able to. What's the word I'm looking for? You've got to be able to know gravity. You've got to be able to know how to. I can't remember the fucking word it is now. To learn how. I can't remember the word I'm looking for. Because the gravity, what happens is when you're, say, doing a certain speed, it's called 1G. I think you can only go to 8 or 9G for so many seconds and it just crushes you. So how they've learned that 5,000 miles in a second, they've probably learned gravity, the force of gravity or something, how to manipulate it, because you crushed it like, you know, when you go down to the sea, you go in a capsule like a ship, like what they call them, submarine. In the end it just crushes, in the end it crushes and crushes. So I think they've solved where gravity, you know, how gravity works, because gravity, everything drops at 16 seconds. Every 2 seconds it drops at the same speed. So if you had a 100-pound weight and a 1,000-pound weight and you drop them off, if you had them in your hands here like that, one weighed 50 pounds and one weighed 1 pound, if it was solid metal, they both would hit the table like that, they'd hit the floor at the same speed. So I think they've learned how to manipulate gravity to do that, because if you were traveling at 5,000 miles in a second, 5,000 miles an hour in a second, you would just crush it to pieces of anything left. Your lungs would just collapse. So there's only them could do that. So these people are saying, oh, he's mental. Now, if you watch and you look and you learn, you realise, see them ones there, they're supposed to be the horrible fuckers, them Timmy B. They're the ones, they're called the Greys. They're the ones with the nightmares. They're the ones who experiment on you. But there's all different types to say. But I think the Greys are the ones who are trying to take over, because that's what he said. There's the certain ones want to take over. You know, ones that are, you know, like you see Doctor Who, where the different aliens, different planets, you get nice ones, and then you get ones that are fucking like Star Trek. That now is, we're here now in the Star Trek, and we're here now in the Star Trek 21st century. We're here now, but we are damaging the world. We're damaging what we do with the pollution and everything. So is that now hurting them, and they think, fuck you, we're not letting you do it no more. A bit like when Saddam Hussein and them were doing what they did, and they brought in the UN, created the UN to stop people getting hurt and to stop them going, which I think they should do with fucking Russia now and stop it. What's going on? It's terrible. Any thieves, anyone? Dan Aykroyd. Let's see, there was an interview with Dan Aykroyd on it. Yeah, there's loads. There's the one with this bloke, he's called Stevens. I can't remember his name, it's not Stephen Hawkins. And he's got very thin face, really, really fucking intelligent. You get lost a little bit sometimes, even that. I am fucking intelligent. But he lost me a few times, but you get back with him. What he's saying, he said, the government are actually making pretend ones to make us think that we're fucking trying to show us them. So people, when you see them, they say, well, they can't be real because the government's showing us them. So he's explaining things to you. It's hard to follow, but it's good. You can't stay long, just want to pop a head in. And yeah, Timmy B, we love you, son. You're welcome here anytime. He's a great lad, Timmy. I was talking good about you tonight, mate. See if you were okay. We were looking for you tonight, but obviously you went on. But we love you all the world, mate. Hope you've had a great Easter, mate. Yeah, it's called Steve something. I can't remember his name, but they've actually made now. So when they've done the them ones with that Travis Walton, he said they still visit him. He lives in the middle of the countryside, and he still gets visited by them. They still come every 5 years. So it seems to be a time period. So once you've been, they're called the taken, or they're chosen, or the taken ones, they take them and they kidnap them, and they experiment on them, and they do all whatever they're doing to them. So I think they're using us as like guinea pigs to see what they can do with us. And I think that's what they've been doing for years and years and years. It's been going on. It's definitely been going on since the 40s, because the very first flying saucer was seen, about 1940, I think it was, and it was a farmer on his tractor. He said, I've just seen a flying saucer, he called us. And that's where the UFOs, flying saucers, come from, that farmer. And then after that, why would the French de Gaulle, President de Gaulle, what was the one, the American one, Eisenhower, and Winston Churchill made an operation called Operation Blue Book. Then they got the other one with the Men in Black that started that. So the Men in Black ones where that one where the aliens landed in Roswell was true, and they covered it up because when it landed, it was construed. There was all this stuff, all tinfoil shit all over. Ooh, I get jailed for that. Tinfoil all over the place. It was like, but it wasn't. It was actual metal. They went in with about a fucking 1,000 troops, cleaned everything up, picked everything up, bit up, done it all. The people who had tractors next week, they were all brand new tractors. The ones who said they've seen the spaceship, I've seen it. I'll tell. So the Men in Black went and said, listen, keep your mouth shut. You get a new tractor, we'll pay your house off. Open your mouth, you'll never see your family again. And that really happened. I know it happened for a fact, because I've seen that many documentaries where people come on. See, after 50 years or so, they're allowed to divulge. There was a nurse there, and she said, when I was there, I was a nurse. She said, and I looked in, and there was aliens, little aliens, looked like little babies, and they were experimenting and cutting them open in the Roswell. She said, I was there, and she was allowed to say it because of 50 or 60 year, whatever it was called. There's a certain thing you can't say. It's under the trees, and that's the thing you get done for. But that bloke, all in, what's he called? He got his name there. Jay, started with something Jay. He was the one who found. They said it was weather balloon. The weather balloon's nothing fucking like what was seen. It was a spaceship. So he actually kept a piece of the stuff, and he had a son, Jerry, I think he was called. Jerry was called. And he was stood with his son, and he picked it up and he took it out of his pocket because he kept it off the field. But then all of a sudden it went like that, started flying, and just hovered like that, hovering in space like that, in thin air like that. So he crushed it like to bits, and it went straight back to normal. It just looked like tinfoil. So then he got a knife and tried to cut it, couldn't cut it. Then he got scissors, got a hammer, couldn't damage it in any way, shape or form. It was as thin as that, thinner than that, like tin. And then he took a blowtorch to it, he couldn't damage it. It was undamageable. And they actually come and took it off. I think they come and got it off and said, you need to give us it, or you're going to get arrested or whatever. We're going to charge you. Anyway, you have to give that piece of tin stuff. But I'm not sure if the kid kept it. I don't know what happened with that piece, but I remember seeing the Joe Rogan. Yeah, he's good, Joe Rogan. I mean, these people are we've got the brains are miles ahead of us, and they're telling us it's true. You can't say to some fucking a scientist who knows everything about fucking laws of gravity and string theory and fucking, I know a little bit about it, but these are fucking brains are astronomical. They aren't lying. Why would they want to lie? Why would they try and ruin their reputation when they're telling the truth? So yeah, I really do. I do believe we can't be alone. We have to be made from something. And if something made us from here, it would still be here. Wouldn't it say it was, I don't know, fucking somebody from Africa made us, or somebody from America made us, and say, oh, all life started from here, and I made you so this, and I've done this, and I've done that, and I've done this. No one's there to say that. So we've got to be made from something, from another world. It can't be us, and none of us have got the capability to work it out. But I think the 12, the Majestic, I think they're called the Majestics. I think they're called that. There's 12 of them, and the work in America, and they're like the most cleverest people and billionaires, and they're in there. The 12, they call them. It's like a big circle like that of them. They all sit with the chairs, and they talk about what's going to happen. And they're higher than they're higher than the politicians in America, the same as ours are. We've got ones where you go into a certain like army base trying to go in. Could be the fucking prime minister, and they were out. You're not allowed. You're only level 6. This is level 10 or something. So they've got a different level, you see. On Men in Blacks, UFOs, that. Only the lonely 1, 2, 3, 8, 45, cheap biscuits. Element 115, Bob Laser said, 80s people laughing at the time, but no, elements of 115 is real. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. People can't comprehend it because it's too much to comprehend. They're like, fuck off, aliens, you know. So now the one's laughing now. The one's laughing like me in the court case, isn't it? Oh, he's done this, he's done that. Now everyone's like, fucking hell, he's the biggest fucking liar, that idiot. The so-called author people. When he comes up now, they'll go, oh, he is fucking Walter Mitty. Once you start, somebody said to me, once you tell the truth, you shine. Once you start telling lies, people go, oh, not another fucking load of shite. So no one's ever going to believe you, whether it says, Peter and the Wolf, somebody else said that the other day, Peter and the Wolf, that's what he's like, can't stop telling the truth, can't stop telling lies, sorry. I think along them same lines, yeah, I don't, Mark, I really don't. We'd have to be fucking stupid to honestly think, where the fuck have we come from? No one can explain it, and no one's come close to explaining it, but they know, they do know, the governments know. I know them, I can feel it, you know, you can tell. So they're frightened to let us know. It's like when they made that War of the Worlds, where it was an abstraction on radio. People shit themselves, started killing the kids, shooting the kids and everything in it, and fucking going to the hills and everything. And it was only a radio station. So you imagine if the real aliens come, you'd fuck. And then a tank comes and blasts it, and then a big umbrella thing comes around it and stops it from emanating, or some type of force field stops the energy coming to you. They're millions ahead. I believe they're millions and millions of years ahead of us. And I really believe they could have them all over. You could have could be like planets everywhere. They've got maybe 50 planets all around these different solar systems. But they've got the machines and they've got the technology to get to them. They could get to them, and they fucking they might just think and get to a place. They might have the technology where they can make themselves go to another. You know, like when you go in the machines where the what's it called? Not a tractor beamer. What the fuck do they call them? Like in a fly, where you can go from one machine to another. Like in Star Trek, they do that noise and they go disappear and go to another world. What if they've got that type of technology where they can beam you to another planet just by pushing a button, or thinking about being there somewhere else? They might have that technology where their brains are millions of years old. But what might be happening is the DNA in them might be dying out because some type of massive plague they've maybe gone to another planet, like the Red Plains Indians. When we went to there in the 1800s, 1700s, I think it was, to go there as settlers, we went there and there was 5 million Indians. Within 2 years, I think it was, there was only 250,000 left. We were actually going there, and our colds were killing them because they weren't used to them, flus and bugs. And the bastards, what they were doing, the army, were giving them blankets with smallpox on. Dirty bastard. And they were the English were the very first people to scalp. What they've done is the Red Indians used to scalp people to prove that they've done them. So you could go into, well, I've just killed the whole village. I think, well, where's the proof? So they used to bring scalps back. The English used to pay them, I think it was £3 a scalp for a man, or £4, I think it was. And they used to give, well, for whatever it was, dollars or whatever the fuck it is. And they'd pay whatever money it was. I can't remember the exact money. And it was at 80p, I think, for women's one. Worked in 80p and our money now. So they went to different places and come back to where they went down with the tribes. And they would send the Indians in, they'd befriend certain Indians, like say the Tomahawks or the fucking last of the Mohicans. And they'd go in and wipe them out, but they would take the scalps. And that was when George Orwell, that's there. He written that in 1980. You know when he written it? He written it in 1948, but he changed it round to 1984 because the technology, he wouldn't have had the technology, had to wait to come. So he's telling you about 1984, but he written it in 1948, so he changed the digits round to 1984, and he wasn't far off because by the 1990s, they had cameras everywhere, they were watching people. And there's another one where he's the pigs in it. Animal Farm, it's called. The pigs are like the bad Russians, I think, in it, and the baddies are like communists. And then there's like dogs and things like that. So that's really good. It's really, really good. Who written that? I can't remember his name now. Who written that? I think it was the same person. So in 1984, it was actually written in 1948. So he changed the digits round. So because he thought 48, it's not going to be changing that quick. So then he put it to 84. So it was called 1984. Told you I was clever, didn't I? That was just throwing me off mark, that I think. Was it Mark over it? Most part, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So these pilots, why would they fucking... I mean, look at that one there. There's 3 fucking policemen with camcorders. There's about 15 people in the street with camcorders and cameras. And then the lights are all there and then everything, all the street lights go off, then all the street lights all come back on. We haven't got that technology to do that. We haven't got it. We have not got it. So it has to be from some... I was watching one the other day, it was a green light. It was like a laser. And it was moving. It was in somewhere in Africa, I think. If you watch that, I think there's loads on the full week of UFOs. Telepathy, yeah. Telepathy is when you can send your mind to me to tell you to think. I've got that with you. I can tell when fucking some of you are bad. You can really feel it. You know, in your head, you can got that infinity. I took Mark Emerson's one of them. Peter DeVox is another. I've got that thing. Little Wayne Carrado was one. When I knew they were bad, or Rock was another one. I could go to bed and go, I think Rock's not well, you know. She go, what do you mean? And I just don't know. I'll come on, I'll pay Timmy B's not well, or such and such not well, and the next day they'll go, I've had a bad night. She'll look at me and go, how the fuck did you know he was bad? I just have that feeling. You have that, I think, that with brothers and sisters as well. You get it sometimes. When my mum was bad, she had a stroke, I knew she was bad, I just felt it. She fell down the stairs from the top to the fucking bottom, cracked her hip, and she had a stroke. She was there for 2 full days. God bless her. She's like me, she's tough as fuck. She's the toughest person I've ever met. I have nothing compared to my mum. 2 days on the floor, no water, food, and nothing. 70-odd-year-old, 76, I think she was when she did it. 2 full days. The carer come. I said she must have fell, or she must have fell asleep, kicked the door, and she go on the police. And that's when the police are good, you know, when you get things like that, when they're great. And they come to kick the door and they saved her life, to tell you the truth. Yeah, she was in hospital for 2 years with the COVID on. And she stopped smoking. She'd been smoking since she was 13-year-old. She packed in at 76. She's 78 now. She's been packed in over 2 times. She's come up for 79 coming up. She's packed in nearly 3 years, which is amazing. So you can stop. It's just all. Teleport, that's the one, son. Give that man a cigar. Teleportation, where you can teleport, where you beam me up, Spock, all that stuff. It's just, yeah, I do believe in all that stuff. But I think another thing like this, like say, for instance, we're going to go to, say, Middlesbrough. Say, Mark Emerson, me, Mark. I'll go down the Trunk Road by, I'll cut across 66, I'll go down there, I'll come down that way, and I'll come over the top, such and such. Oh, yeah, you'll be there maybe in 15 minutes. Where if you go where you look at a planet and think from where the crows fly from here to, say, Jupiter, that's going to take forever. But if you skip to that, the moon, go past the moon and do something else and go to another planet and go somewhere else, you can get, like, go down back alleys and stuff. I think they've got that as well, maps where they know how to get to us quicker. And obviously they've got machines that are a lot faster than us. But if they can teleportation, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to actually do that. They've been trying to do it for years and years and years. They've been trying to do it. The Fly was the film I thought of. He was in there when he and The Fly got on him. Brilliant film. I like the original one better. He's going, help me, help me. It's, they call him the moustache with the fucking... Oh, I can't think of his name. I haven't even got his name there. Oh my God, I'm useless. I can't think of his name. He's in all the Vincent Price. Vincent Price is in the original The Fly. Watch that, you love it. It's brilliant. Yeah, there's got to be this. We can't just be us on this planet. We can't be. It's impossible. It's impossible just to be just us. Look how big it is. Because it's blew up, it's still expanding. So the galaxy's still getting bigger and bigger. And nobody knows how big it is. Because it's like counting numbers. You can count forever and you can never get to the end. You can just count forever. So the stars, they say you can count the stars forever as well. But the thing is, most of them stars you can see 50 million light years away, they're dead. That's just the light off the star from 50 million years away. That planet, that star's dead. It died 50 million years ago. It's 50 million years away from you. But that's the light from 50 million years just coming to us now. It's just coming into vision. I know it sounds crazy, but if you read up on it, it's right. So you'll see a star falling or something, or you'll see a star from millions and millions, 100 million years, 50 million years away on like telescopes. They're dead, they're dead, they're gone and they've died out. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I like the theories about stuff like confused drum. And who do you know from Radcliffe? I know every fucking from Radcliffe. I knew Smalley and all them. I knew Speedy used to work with me. I knew fucking Duper, all them lot. I knew Speedy's brothers, his daughter, Jane Chapman, all them lot. I knew all of them. They were all from that day. Jane was Speedy's partner, and there was Kevin Ormsby, Mark Ormsby was Speedy, and then there was his other brother. I can't remember his fucking name now. I think he passed away. Brian, there was Brian as well. They all lived on there. Yeah, I used to go there in the old days. I used to drop my gear off in there, and I remember Ragworth, because we was a gun put through one of the windows, and they passed it through and got it away in the car. The cops chased them. So what happened is the fucking cops come, and the kids were all there. So what they done is the kids started bricking the fucking cops. It was about 1991, 92, and it was 2 full days where there was a riots with the police, where they were petrol bombing the cops. So up the yard, the young lads, they go and got all the milk bottles, because they were glass then, filled them with petrol bombs, and they got like a piece of rubber and a piece of wood, and they put the nails through it, and they pulled it with the chains across the road. So when the cop cars come in at night, they pulled it across the road. The cop cars went over and blew all the tyres out. So then they started petrol bombing the cars. The cop cars got blown up and everything. They were there. It was in the news. It was on the. That idiot was going, he's making this up. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's fucking not bullshit. It was on News at 10. Trevor McDonald was reading the news in Stockton. One of the first places. There was the ones in Newcastle riots, and there's ones in Stockton. Then the ones in London started. That's where all the town, everywhere went up. Liverpool, everywhere, Toxteth, all in places all went up. I think you said I was making up, but yeah, you can see it was in the news. Trevor McDonald, News at 10, reading out about the riots in Stockton. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum, yeah, it was class, wasn't it? I love the film, but the original, I love the original with him in it as well. But the original is just so, he's like there's like a little fly, tiny little, help me, shouting, and it's on a web, caught on a spider's web. And he's going, help, because the spider's come to get him, and he's got a tiny little head with a little face, and it's like his body, he's all mangled because he's got half fly in him, he's got half human in him, so he's like half fly, half human. But the spider's come to get him, so he kills it, stamps on it. It's his brother that kills it, and yeah, the riots were on. Yeah, that's true. We would say I made it up. He just lies about everything. He wasn't even around in fucking 1990. I think it was 92. I think it was that when I got out of jail. So I took 1,000 off someone from down that area, and that's what kicked it off. They came around my house looking for me. They shot at the chimney pot with a shotgun, and I went up. I was in Stokesley, and I came back. And when I come back, I went round, and then I went looking for them, and they fucking ran off with this gun. They went in the house, which was Kevin Ormsby's. Passed into the flat, then they passed in next door, because they both had one was upstairs living. I think Mark, there was his fucking name, can't remember his brother's name. The other one was Sean was at the top, and Kevin was at the bottom flat. And they passed the shotgun down. They went over to one of the travellers. His old man, he had a bit of land there and a couple of Alsatians. They hid the gun there, and the cops come looking for the gun in the house, but they never went out the back, because the kids put out the back on the back near the farmers. It was like an old farmer he was. They never got the gun. Yeah, we're definitely from a different. We're not from fucking here, mate. We've got to be from like I say, from somewhere else, because it doesn't make sense. We can't be from here. Yeah, we're definitely from there. Definitely, but I think maybe, like an alien stepped off and he'd maybe slept there, or fucking whatever he's done, or moved. It's the one where did the film Prometheus, I think it's called, where he cuts his finger deliberately and pours it into the sea. And that starts the life off in the universe. I think that's a brilliant theory, that. Like an alien study, he lands his UFO and he cuts his finger and he pours the blood into the sea, because everything came from the sea. The first life came from the sea. There were tiny little jellies and stuff. That's how life started, in the sea. American Werewolf in London, great special effects. Yeah, it was good. And there was another one, the one in American Werewolf in France, I think it was. Paris, was it, something like that. That was a good one. Keep off the mowers, he said. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot my fucking shoulder. I'm going to do a bit of shoulder trill on my shoulder. It's killing me tonight with scapula. We'll be back tomorrow, so yeah, we'll probably talk again tomorrow about something nice. Well, thanks again, everyone, for talking to me again and being on it. An absolute class again, everyone. Don't forget to hit the like buttons, get your friends to subscribe. Most of you have noticed haven't subscribed, so try and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost any money. All it does is gives us, you get a notification of us telling you when we're on so you don't miss us. So yeah, it'd be great if you can do that. And we're getting towards the 300, I think it is 300 and something now. So we need the next 1,000, don't we, to get the 36. Which would be amazing. Probably the next 2 or 3 months, I think we'll get that. But I'm not getting arrested. It's all shite from him, cack, fucking rubbish. So no police come in the house or anything. It was all made up again. So it's amazing, Emma saying. Emma, baby, a little princess. Right, guys, love yous, and I'll see you very, very soon. And God night, God bless you all. Oh, my poor knees. Drink. Right, Lord, my legs. Oh, Lord. Class that. Everyone loves that one, Emma.
Hey?
You all love that one about the aliens.
Oh.
Yeah, that long.
The dogs?
Yeah.